Hello, good evening. This is Over and Over and Over again. My name's Richard and this is Paula, and we are going to bring you some coverage here of the England Lionesses. The latest game is against the Czech Republic at Brighton. It's being played. The latest friendly, of course, in the build-up to next summer's World Cup. England, of course, are unbeaten in 23 matches under Serena in the last, 13 months or so, including, of course, the brilliant Euros in the summer. Lifting our first trophy, the first English trophy since 1966. What a great tournament that was. What a great England team this is. What a great squad it is. And this is the England team for this game tonight. This is how we start. There's a few changes from the win against America on Friday, another game that we brought you here on the channel. In goal, it's Mary Earps again. She's the undisputed number one, rightly so. The back four, Lucy Bronze starts at right back. It's her 100th cap tonight for the Lionesses. A great achievement from her. What a great player that she's been over a number of years. Alongside her in defence, as it was against America, Millie Bright, the captain, and Alex Greenwood, of course, no Leah Williamson, as we know. Left back, there's a change. Demi Stokes comes in for Rachel Daly, who's on the bench tonight. The three in midfield, Kira Walsh. Ella Toon gets a start tonight as well in place of Georgia Stanway, who's got a little bit of an injury. And Fran Kirby keeps her place as well. And in the front three, Chloe Kelly starts on the right. Lauren Hemp, again, is going to play through the middle as she did on Friday. And Lauren James comes in for her first start for England, the Chelsea youngster. So she's making her first start for England in place of Beth Mead, who also drops down to the bench. So on the bench, the two goalkeepers, Ellie Roebuck and Sandy MacGyver, Lotta Ruben Moy, Jess Carter, Rachel Daly, Esme Morgan, Katie Zellum, Nikita Parrish, Jess Park, Beth Mead, and Ebony Salmon. So I say no Georgia Stanway in the squad tonight due to injury. The Czech Republic team have got a load of names ending in Nova and Sova and Kova. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce most of them because I don't want to disrespect them by trying and get it wrong. But that's basically their team. There's one player, of course, Katerina Spikova, who of course plays for Chelsea. She's in the lineup for the Czech Republic. The only player I've really ever heard of, to be entirely honest. All the others pretty much play for either Slavia Prague or Sparta Prague in the Czech Republic. There is actually one of their players plays for Juventus, who of course will be facing in the Champions League very soon. So it'll be interesting to see how she gets on. She's a centre forward, Andrea. I'm not even going to try and pronounce her surname. But anyway, she's playing up front for Juventus. She plays for Juventus, and she is playing tonight for Czech Republic as well. So we'll keep an eye out on her performance as well. We're about 5 minutes away from the kickoff. The teams are in the tunnel, and England, are wearing the orange kit tonight. Only the third time that England have won this kit. The two previous games, we've scored 15 goals in those two games. That was 10 against Luxembourg and 5 against Holland. So it's quite a lucky kit. It's proved to be lots of goals. I'm expecting quite a few goals tonight. Yes, we've got a different front three: Chloe Kelly, Lauren Hemp, and Lauren James. Not a front three you'd have assumed England would be playing, but due to injuries and one or two other issues, that's the front three we've got. But it's a great team, isn't it? I'm expecting us to win this game and win it fairly comfortably. I'm not expecting the double figures from some of the recent games that we've had in the World Cup qualifiers, but I do expect that we will win this game quite comfortably. What is your score prediction for this game, Czech Republic?
4-0.
4-0, yeah. I mean, 4-0 wouldn't be a bad score. I actually think it might be a little bit. I think we might score a few more than that. I'm going to go 6-0. I'll go. Czech Republic aren't one of the higher ranked teams in European football, and we've seen what a difference there is between the very top teams and the rest. And there is quite a gap still. And I feel as though that's going to be exposed tonight. And it gives some of these players a big opportunity, doesn't it? Lauren James, Chloe Kelly doesn't start that many games for England. Of course, Ella Toon as well. Great to see her in the starting lineup. She certainly deserves it, doesn't she? Following the great performances that she's put in, coming off the bench in the Euro. She was magnificent, of course, scored in the final. And this game, of course, at Brighton, where we did play twice in the Euros, didn't we? There was that fantastic 8-0 victory against Norway in this stadium, and also it was the 5-0 victory against Northern Ireland as well. So we've got a good record in this stadium, and again, I'm expecting another reasonably comfortable England victory, but we'll see. Football doesn't always work like that, does it? But it's a very strong England team. Anyway, we are just about to start the Czech Republic national anthem, so we will have a little listen to that. There does appear to be a few Czech Republic fans in the stadium as well, but the players don't seem to know the words to the national anthem. Although maybe they do. But anyway, they are just enjoying their national anthem at the moment. Before, of course, it will be our national anthem with the slightly different lyric these days, of course, since events of a month or so ago now, isn't it? But we'll come on to that in a minute, of course, our national anthem. But at the moment, it's the Czech Republic anthem. Big night for these, for their team, of course, playing against the European champions. What a big opportunity it is for them, playing here in England at Brighton, playing against the European champions. So it's a big occasion for them. And now we have got our national anthem.
I know, I keep wanting to say Queen.
Well, everybody does still. And there you go. The national anthem has been done, and we are ready to get underway in this game here at Brighton. England Lionesses against the Czech Republic. It's only a friendly, but all the friendlies at the moment are really important, aren't they? Building up towards the World Cup next summer, where England are going to be one of the favourites to win that competition as well. Why not? We beat the holders, didn't we, on Friday in a really exciting game that wasn't it, at Wembley, in front of a big crowd. Looks like it's a big crowd at Brighton tonight as well. Looks almost a sellout. So the crowds are coming for women's football, aren't they, this season? The Arsenal women against Manchester United at the Emirates next month has already sold over 20,000 tickets already. Another big crowd expected for that game. They're just getting sold out all the time, aren't they? And it's about time, isn't it, that women's football started to get the crowds and the audience that it deserves. And certainly this Lionesses team deserve all the support that they can get, because they're magnificent, aren't they? And I'll say tonight, one or two new players in the team as well to stake their claim for a place in that World Cup squad. I'm a little bit disappointed maybe Lotte Wubben-Moy hasn't got a start in either of these two games. Serena doesn't like to make too many changes generally, does she? We saw that in the Euros, but it would have been an opportunity for her to maybe get a game. Maybe she'll come on later on, we'll see. But she seems to be in the squad a lot and never gets on, which is a bit frustrating, because I think she's really shown when she's played for Arsenal how good she is and how much she's improved. And I feel she deserves more opportunities for England. And obviously with Leah not there, this would have been an opportunity in this game, particularly tonight. But anyway, it's Millie Bright and Alex Greenwood as the two centre-backs. But let's hope Lotte can get on. Finally, it's been a long time since she's played for England, isn't it? She's been on the pitch, she's been in the squad all the time. But the two managers there, of course, Serena for England, are just embracing their England. They're in their little huddle in the halfway on the pitch at the moment. I'm saying this nice orange kit that we're wearing. But that's only the third time, which it is a very nice kit. There's 1, 2, 3 changes from the side that started on Friday. Demi Stokes is at left back for Rachel Daly. Ella Toon is in midfield for the injured Georgia Stanway, and Lauren James comes in the front three for Beth Mead, who is on the bench tonight. That is the way it looks like. It's going to be a 4-4-1-1 formation from the Czech Republic. Maybe damaged limitations they're thinking of a little bit perhaps, but England have got the quality, as we know, to cause them a lot of problems, and hopefully we'll score a few goals. It'll be a good game that we can enjoy. It's going to be England to kick off. I say all in orange. We'll be kicking from left to right, and it's the Czech Republic in white shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. The players are taking the knee. Well, the England players are. The Czech Republic players aren't, which is fair enough. That's their choice. And we are just about to get underway. It's going to be Lauren Hemp to take kick-off for England. Of course, playing through the centre again. She did on Friday. She played well, got herself a goal, and she's got another opportunity there tonight. You'd imagine she's going to be among the favourites to score a goal or two tonight, isn't she? There's a little delay, but we are now off and underway. England are in possession straight away. Lucy Bronze on her 100th appearance for the England Lionesses, in possession of the ball at this moment in time. Plays it across to Alex Greenwood over on that far side, and she just knocks it square to Millie Bright. the captain, of course, in Leah Williamson's absence. England coming forward straight away down this near side. Good play actually there from Ella Toon it was. Now it's back with Alex Greenwood. England going to the left-hand side. Demi Stokes gets her first touch. She's not played much for England, has she? And in fact, that was a poor touch there from Lauren James, actually. Just knocked the ball out of play for a throw to the Czech Republic. That's not the start she would have wanted tonight. Just miscontrolled the ball there. And it's gone out for a throw to the visitors, which they've taken quickly over on that far side. But good defending from England. And Rachel Daly gets in there. But Millie Bright's caught square, actually. And suddenly Czech Republic have got an opportunity for an attack maybe in this very early stages of this game. Millie Bright wasn't quite switched on there. Cross comes into the box. It's deflected behind. And it is going to be a corner to the Czech Republic. Millie Bright a little bit sloppy there, actually, unusually for her. I don't know whether she was waiting for the ball to come to her, and then she was caught out. It was number 17 there with an unpronounceable name that won the ball off her. And then when the cross came in, it actually got deflected off Millie Bright. And it is a first corner of the game. We've played a minute and a half. It is going to be a corner to the Czech Republic on the far side. Comes in towards the near post. It's headed out by Lucy Bronze. But again, only as far as the Czech Republic player again comes back in again. A good header clear that time. And then a shot comes in over the top of the crossbar. A little bit of a shaky start this from England, actually. Not what we was maybe anticipating. But anyway, that's fine. We've got a comment in the chat there. Which channel? Well, I don't know what country you're in. In England, it's on ITV. I'm not sure where else they're showing it in other countries. I'm not really sure. But somebody might know. It may possibly be on YouTube somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't show you the game or we'll get shut down. But stay with us. We'll obviously keep you up to date with everything that's going on. And hopefully a few goals that there'll be tonight. Lucy Bronze now plays the ball forward for England. That's a nice touch. It's going to put Chloe Kelly in. It was Lauren Hemp with a touch. Chloe Kelly now on this near side. Can she get a cross in? There's 2 or 3 England players in the box. The cross comes in. It was well defended, actually. And the Czech Republic put it behind. Is that a corner or is it a goal kick? Or a throw, sorry. It was put behind there by Sladjova. Sladjova? I don't know. Anyway, it was a defender that put it behind. Jessica's in the chat there says it's going to be a good game. Yeah, I'm sure it will be a good game. England just starting to settle a little bit now. It's going to be a corner on this near side, which Alex Green was going to take. We know what her set piece delivery is like. Usually it's very, very good. So there's an opportunity here. There's a lot of England players in the box. Millie Bright's in there looking for a goal for England. That's a decent corner towards the edge of 6-yard box. It's headed away only as far as Fran Kirby. She tries to force it back in again. She has kept possession. Finds Kira Walsh. Now it's over on that far side with Lauren James. That's good play. Let's get across it. Oh, she shot it. It's the post. Hit the post there. Lauren James. Her first touch was a miscontrol, but that there was brilliant. She took it past the defender, fired a shot in at the near post. It's beat the keeper, come back off the post, and it remains at 0-0. But that was much better from England. It was good play from Fran Kirby as well in the build-up to that. England still keeping possession. You'd imagine that it's going to be a lot of England possession in this game. We've got another comment there from Ida says, we can't watch the match. Can you show us? Unfortunately, I can't because of copyright issues. The channel would get shut down. The stream would get stopped, unfortunately. So I can't show you it. But stay with us and we will keep you up to date with everything that is going on. It is a throw to England on this near side in the attacking third. Chloe Kelly leaves it for Lucy Bronze. England have now settled down and we've played 4 minutes at Brighton. Lauren Hemp now tries to knock the ball into the penalty area looking for Fran Kirby. But again, the Czech Republic defend pretty well, actually. And now they're trying to launch an attack of their own up this near side. A little bit of space, actually, here for the Czech Republic. A ball played through the centre. Is it going to be an opportunity? But the ball does roll through to goalkeeper Mary Earps. Nice and comfortable for the England goalkeeper. What a Euros tournament she had as well. She made some brilliant saves at crucial times in some big games. And now the undisputed number 1 for England. Alex Greenwood now in possession for England, who are in orange, and it's the Czech Republic in blue and white. I know it's normally in England colours, isn't it? But it's the Czech Republic wearing that kit tonight, and England in the orange. Lauren Hemp plays the ball back into the centre circle. Millie Bright finds Lucy Bronze on this near side. That's a nice ball in, a good running off the ball there from Lauren Hemp inside the area. She couldn't quite take the ball in her stride, but she has won a corner again for England. Now the pressure is starting to mount. But they're just going to show that effort again from Lauren James. Really good play from her. She got round the defender a little bit too easily, maybe from a Czech Republic point of view, but she got herself into a shooting position. It was a decent effort, came back off the post. Very unlucky there. Lauren James looking for first England goal, of course. And it is going to be a corner though to England again on this near side. Comes in towards the near post. This time it's flicked on. Oh, it's actually cleared away there. Lauren Hemp was in there, but it was cleared away by the Czech defence again, who they are defending pretty well so far in this game. We've played 5.5 minutes. Fran Kirby plays that back to Demi Stokes, and it does go all the way back to goalkeeper Mary Earps. A rare touch for her in recent minutes in this game. It's been all up the other end. England coming forward again up this near side with Kira Walsh. Finds, or she was looking for Chloe Kelly there, but again, the Czech Republic do clear that ball away, and it is going to be a throw now to the Czechs on this near side. 6 minutes played, still 0-0. England just starting to settle down. It was a little bit of a shaky start, and 1 or 2 little mistakes at the back almost gave the Czech an early chance, but since then we're starting to get on top now, and we've got a throw on the near side, which Lucy Bronze has taken the balls back in play now. And Lucy Bronze is battling away for the ball, but Czech Republic again have won it back. They've started this game pretty well. Sure, that's a handball. It was a handball there, and it is going to be a free kick. And Lucy Bronze just pushed her away there.
I think that was Millie.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was it Millie? Was it? I think it might have been Millie actually. Yeah, it was a handball, quite clearly a handball, and it is a free kick to England. So taken quickly. It's now with Lauren James over on that far side. She does well again. The Chelsea player plays it square to Kira Walsh. Now it's Millie Bright inside the centre circle. Plays it up this near side. It was looking for Chloe Kelly. It wasn't a great ball actually, and the Czech do anticipate that and coming forward again down this near side. This is really good play actually by the Czech Republic. They've actually looked quite a good side in possession of the ball actually. They've defended pretty well, and maybe it's not going to be quite as easy a game as we anticipated at the start maybe, but we know how strong this England team are, and we do tend to be fitter in the second half than most teams. That's what's got us a lot of these victories, and that may well be the case tonight. We might have to be patient, but Czech Republic coming forward over on that far side, but that header, there's no Czech Republic forward there. Nice and easy for Alex Greenwood. Now Kira Walsh drops deep to pick the ball up, plays it square to Millie Bright. A little bit of space, looking for a long ball. Again, it's not a great ball for Millie Bright actually, and it's cut out again, but Fran Kirby couldn't get hold of that ball, and now Czech Republic can come forward again. They've certainly looked pretty good when they've had the ball. They're trying to play a 1-2 there, and the ball's gone off. Kira Walsh is going to be a throw to the Czech Republic over on that far side, which is their right. They've taken the throw already, and it's gone out of play again, has it? It has, and now it's going to be a throw to England. Czech Republic maybe didn't make the most of that actually, that most of the opportunity. It is a throw now to England, which Demi Stokes is going to take. A rare start for her, but that actually wasn't a particularly good throw. It put Fran Kirby under pressure, and Czech Republic have picked up the ball, and they're coming forward again. That's a long ball over the top, but it's over here. It's going to go behind for a goal kick to England, who haven't really got to grips in midfield in the early stages of this game. Serena looking on, not very impressed with it at the moment, I wouldn't have thought, with the way we've started this game. But I'm sure we'll grow into it and improve. We have had a couple of corners. We're coming forward now. A little bit of space for Ella Toon. Plays it to Fran Kirby. Chloe Kelly's got a little bit of space just inside the area. Chloe Kelly cuts inside. Can she get a shot away? Oh, instead she tried to play it back to Kirby. It comes back out to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze again now in possession, about 25 yards outside the penalty. And actually, the Czech Republic do force us back, and now it's with Millie Bright on halfway. Now Alex Greenwood strides forward. She's going to play the ball out to that far side. Oh, that was a bit of a strange pass to Lauren James, but she's done well actually under a bit of pressure. It wasn't a great ball try, and in the end, she forces it back to Mary Earps midway inside the England half. Plays it short to Millie Bright. She's got a little bit of space now. Millie Bright bringing the ball forward, looking for another ball through. That's a better ball to Ella Toon. She gets it onto Lucy Bronze, plays it up the line, but again, it's cut out well by the Czech Republic. England's pass is not quite on at the minute, but now we've picked up the ball. Ella Toon just on the edge of the penalty area, goes back to Kira Walsh, and the Czech Republic are forcing us back actually. Alex Greenwood now plays it to Demi Stokes over on that far side. Now it's with Lauren James, who's looked pretty decent actually. Apart from that very first touch, he's looked good since then and hit the post very early on in this game as well. But England in possession again. It is back with James over on that far side. Plays it back to Demi Stokes. England just keeping possession now. The passing is a little bit crisper but we're not really making any inroads towards the goal. But Lauren James might now. She's gone past her fullback again. This is good play again from Lauren James. The cross comes into the near post. It falls into the box to Ella Toon. She was trying to set up for Fran Kirby. Maybe she should have had a shot herself. And in the end, the Czech Republic can clear that ball away. But that was a lot better from England. Most of the good stuff is coming down that far side with Lauren James in these early stages. Kira Walsh now in possession. Great game she had against the USA on Friday. It's back again with Lauren James now. Fran Kirby just outside the penalty area. She goes past the defender, but she's held up briefly and has to go back again to James right on that far touchline. Demi Stokes now for England. Plays the ball back to Millie Bright inside at the centre circle. Now it's with Lucy Bronze. England starting to find their passes now. Lauren Hemp comes short for that, does well. Plays it back to Walsh. Now it's with Ella Toon on this near side into Lucy Bronze. Lauren Hemp there tried to turn, but in the end, she's robbed of the ball and the Czech Republic pick up possession again. This is actually good play. And this is actually really good play. There's a little bit of space down this near side, but good defensive play there from Alex Greenwood. She comes across and covers, and the ball's gone back to Mary Earps. We've got Max in the chat. How you doing, Max? Good to see you. Hope you are well. And we've got Del Boy Gunner as well. How you doing, mate? Hope you well. He said, "What's the crack, Martin Tyler? Better watch out." PS love the jerseys. Yeah, thanks, mate. I love the vlog you did actually on the Liverpool game. Brilliant stuff with your son. That was really enjoyable. Really enjoyed that. That was great. England have now got a corner over on that far side. It was Fran Kirby just trying to get in behind the defence there, but it was a good tackle actually. Just a foot out there from the defender, just to deny Fran Kirby. It looked as though she was about to burst into the penalty and maybe try a shot. But really good defending that was. But England have got another corner. This one's going to be on the far side. The other two have been on the near side. And the first two have been decent corners, but we haven't quite managed to get an effort at goal yet from either of them. But let's see what this one brings. Again, we've got bodies in the box. We've got Millie Bright's in there. Alex Green was in there. Lucy Bronze. It'd be good for her to get a goal tonight, wouldn't it, on her 100th cap? But that's a poor corner in towards the near post from Chloe Kelly. It's headed straight back behind her for another corner. Kelly will have another chance. Needs a better delivery this time. That wasn't a very good corner at all. Let's see if she can produce something better here. Lauren James is in there as well. Lauren Hemp. This could be an opportunity for England to get the early lead. That's a much better corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's just overhit actually. Lauren Hemp couldn't get on the end of it, but Kira Walsh should keep this sitting on this near side, and she does. She does well, the Barcelona midfield player. This is good play from England. Oh, a nice little back heel there from Lucy Bronze. It's inside the penalty area with Lauren Hemp. She tries it through. Is this a chance for Ella Toon? Oh, it runs just behind her. She couldn't quite get it under control there, Ella Toon, but she's done really well to win it back.
Go on.
That was looked like it was going to be a big chance there for Ella Toon, but she couldn't quite get the ball under control. But that was really good play from England. A lovely back heel from Lucy Bronze in the build-up to that. Alex Greenwood did really well. Played the ball in to Ella Toon. It just ran away from her, and the Czech Republic survived. But that was almost a big chance there for Tooney to get herself another goal. She's got a decent goal scoring record for England. Those two massive goals in the Euros, so important, wasn't they? The equaliser, the late equaliser against Spain in the quarter-final, and then, of course, the opening goal in the final. What a great goal that was as well. England now starting to get on top. Fran Kirby plays out to the far side to Demi Stokes. A little bit of space, the Manchester City left-back goes back to teammate Alex Greenwood, her clubmate Alex Greenwood, now back into Kira Walsh again, pings it over to this near side, looking for Chloe Kelly, another player who plays for Manchester City. There's quite a few in this England setup, isn't there? Of course, they would have had a few more, but Kira Walsh and Lucy Bronze have both left, haven't they, this summer? Into Lauren Hemp there, another Manchester City player, Lucy Bronze. Ella Toon now. That's a nice little ball through to Chloe Kelly on this near side. Can she pull the ball back to the edge of the box? Oh, and offside. I think the offside flag was up. That was a lovely bit of play though there on this near side between Ella Toon and Chloe Kelly. Well, it was quite a tight offside. I think she just was actually, but it was nice play, and she would have pulled the ball back to Fran Kirby, who may well have got a strike on goal there, but the flag was up. And the play's going to come back. It's going to be a free kick to the Czech Republic. We've played nearly 15 minutes. England have started to settle now, following a bit of a shaky start. And now we're knocking the ball around with a lot more confidence. Kira Walsh now in possession. Oh, she tried to find Chloe Kelly again up this near side. That was cut out. And then that's a foul given away by Ella Toon. And it's going to be a free kick to the Czech Republic. But it's been Better from England in the last few minutes. We're starting to pass that ball around a lot quicker and really trying to pull that Czech Republic defence around. But they're standing firm at the moment and they're looking fairly confident at this stage in the game. And they've got a free kick now, about 20 yards inside their own half, up this near side. It's played up the line, but Lucy Bronze is there with the header. But again, England maybe not really picking up the ball in midfield in the defensive side of the play so far in this game. And the Czech Republic can come forward again. Lucy Bronze defends that pretty well, but they're still in possession, the Czechs, on this near side, and they've won a throw as well. And England not looking too good defensively, actually. When we haven't got the ball, the passing is not so good when we're in our defensive third. We've improved in the attacking third, but a little bit sloppy still at the back. Chloe Kelly just loses out there, actually. The Czechs can come forward again. There's a lot of space over on that far side now. Lauren James goes across to close them down, but good play that was from Fran Kirby. Almost won the ball back, but in the end it bounced back in possession for Czech Republic, and they're coming forward again. That's a good tackle that from Millie Bright. That's better. But again, England losing the ball in midfield inside their own half, and the Czechs are coming forward again. A little bit of space here, about 25 yards out. Thought about a shot, instead plays it out to that far side. Oh, and that's a foul from Demi Stokes. She was actually nutmegged, and then she committed a foul. It is a free kick over on that far side, just outside the penalty area, actually. It's about, 5-10 yards outside the penalty area, just over on that far side. It's probably not a good angle for a shot from there, but it's a dangerous moment, this, actually. A good delivery in here could cause England a few problems, and you have to say, we haven't looked too good defensively, actually, so far. And we've got to defend at this free kick. I say it's over on that far side. It's about 5 yards outside the penalty area. Over on that far side, it's a bit of probably a difficult angle to shoot from. You'd imagine this is going to be chipped in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. England have got a lot of players along that 6-yard line. There's 3 or 4 Czech forwards in the box as well. The cross comes in towards that far post, but actually I don't know if that was a shot or a cross. It wasn't either in the end, and it's gone behind. They certainly didn't make the most of that, did they, the Czech Republic? And it's gone behind for a goal kick to England. But they've certainly played well so far in this game. You have to say the visitors, they've had a good go going forward, and they've looked pretty strong defensively as well. England trying to get back in possession now with Kira Walsh, plays up this near side to Lucy Bronze. She had a great game against America as well, didn't she? Millie Bright now plays it up this near side to Chloe Kelly, but she's lost out again. The number 5 for Czech Republic's defended really well against her. Their left back, actually. She looks quite a good player, has to be said. She plays for Slavia Prague, as do most of these. Most of them play for Slavia or Sparta Prague. Of course, we played in the Champions League last season, didn't we? Beat them in the end quite comfortably in the qualifying round. Lucy Bronze now plays it back to Millie Bright. It goes back to goalkeeper Mary Ertz. We've played 18.5 minutes here at the Brighton and Hove Albion Stadium. England 0, Czech Republic 0. England haven't really completely got going yet, but a loose pass there again. Actually, that was from Lauren Hemp, and the Czech Republic are going to be in again. Are they? No, they're not, because Alex Green was across. Good defending from the Manchester City defender. She gets the ball back off Mary Ertz and plays it into midfield to Kira Walsh. Turns and plays it up this near side to Lucy Bronze. Now, of course, Barcelona teammates, those two, following their big moves this summer. Lucy Bronze now in a very central position, striding forward. This is good play from Lucy Bronze on her 100th cap. Is she going to get herself a memorable goal? It comes to this near side to Chloe Kelly. Plays it into Ella Toon. Is this the chance? Oh, Ella Toon couldn't quite get enough on that shot. The goalkeeper's out to smother it. But that was really good play from England there. Lucy Bronze ran 40-50 yards with the ball at the heart of that Czech Republic defence. Maybe she have thought about going for goal herself. Instead, she played it to Chloe Kelly. A lovely ball in to Ella Toon. She couldn't quite get the finish. I don't know whether she was trying to maybe knock it back across the penalty. It was quite a tight angle, but in the end, she was stretching. And it was a decent save, actually, from the Czech goalkeeper. And it remains at 0-0. But that was a really good attack, that from England. Lucy Bronze at the very heart of that. Maybe she should have been captain tonight, really, shouldn't she, for her 100th game? But anyway, I'm sure she'll get herself a goal maybe later. But she's going to take a throw in currently, Lucy Bronze, about 10 yards inside the England half on this near side. Plays the ball forward into Chloe Kelly again. It goes up the line now. Lauren Hemp's got a little bit of space. Can she get there? No, she can't. Good defending again from the Czech Republic. That's going to be a throw to England in the attacking third on this near side. Lauren Hemp there popping up on the right-hand side, actually. But England taking this throw quickly with Lucy Bronze. It's now back again with Chloe Kelly. But again, the Czech number 5 does really, really well and cuts that off. But Lucy Bronze has picked up that ball, plays it square to Alex Greenwood, into Fran Kirby, plays it out to that far side to Demi Stokes. She's got Lauren James just ahead of her, but instead she goes back to Alex Greenwood. Lauren James hasn't really been in the game for the last 5 minutes after a pretty bright start. It's Lucy Bronze again in possession. Most of our attacks actually recently have been coming down this near side, the right. Yeah. We haven't got it out over that left-hand side for a bit, actually. Anyway, Lucy Bronze plays that ball forward. Again, it's easily cut out by the Czech number 5, who's playing really well, actually. And now the Czech Republic can maybe try and come forward themselves. That's the ball played through the middle. It's suddenly there. They've got an opportunity. She's cleared for one goal inside the box. Maybe lacked a little bit of pace there. And in the end, lacked a little bit of pace and confidence. Could have gone on there. She's got in behind Alex Greenwood, just inside the penalty area, the Czech forward. But rather than going on and trying a shot, she tried to play the ball back, and Demi Stokes got back and tidied that up. But that was a big opportunity there, actually. That was a Juventus forward that obviously Arsenal will be coming up against in the Champions League in a few weeks' time. Maybe lack a little bit of pace there. I'm sure Rafaela Souza would have dealt with that quite comfortably. Of course, she is injured at the moment. Hopefully not for so long. But England coming forward now with Millie Bright, plays up this near side to Lucy Bronze. There's a lot of the ball in this opening at 22 minutes. Plays it square inside to Ella Toon on the edge of the box. She's going to try a shot. Maybe she should have done. Instead, she tried to find Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp again now just on the edge of the box. Gets it out to that far side to Lauren James. Cuts inside. She does well. Now it's with Hemp again with a shot, but it's lacked power. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. But I don't know why Ella Toon didn't try a shot then, actually. It just opened up for her. And you expected her to shoot. Instead, she tried to find Lauren Hemp. It didn't quite come off. And in the end, the ball did come back to Hemp, but her shot from the edge of the box was lacking any sort of power. It was on her weaker right foot, and that might have explained it. And it was a comfortable save in the end for the Czech goalkeeper. But yeah, maybe Tooney should have had a shot then, because there was an opportunity there where she could have maybe got a shot off, but she didn't. And the opportunity in the end went. But England are still in possession now. Millie Bright at the back. Again, England coming up this near side, the right with Lucy Bronze. That's been where all the play's been actually in the last 5-10 minutes or so. Lucy Bronze cuts inside now. She finds Alex Greenwood. We're going to get it out of on that left-hand side again to Lauren James. We do now. James in possession. She's done well when she's had the ball. Plays it in to Fran Kirby. Back to Alex Greenwood again. Now into Lucy Bronze. She's in a very central position in midfield. Lucy Bronze plays it up this near side to Ella Toon, on to Chloe Kelly. Toon's gone around the outside, but gets it back. That's a nice ball into the box. Lucy Bronze was in almost, but that ball just too far ahead of her, and it was cleared away by the Czech defence again. And sometimes that final ball, England aren't making the right decisions, are they? Either we're passing when we should shoot, or the final pass hasn't quite had the right. It's either been too heavy or not heavy enough, and it's not quite coming off for England. Yes, it's a different front three, isn't it? It's not a front three that play together very often. In fact, never played together at all. And a couple of players who haven't often played, say Lauren James, Chloe Kelly don't start it often, does she? So, and of course Lauren Hemp playing in an unfamiliar position. But Hemp's in possession now. Try to play the ball across to Toon again, but again the Czech Republic have defended well. And they've also got an opportunity to come forward on this near side, but that ball's just run out of play. It is going to be a throw to England midway inside the Czech half on this near side again, which Lucy Bronze is going to take. She's probably had the most touches of the ball actually in this opening 24 minutes, Lucy Bronze. But that ball there was cleared away again by the Czech defence, and they're trying to come forward again down this near side. Again, they're looking neat and tidy in possession sometimes, but that's a poor ball. We say that, and Kira Walsh can now find Fran Kirby. Tried to get in Lauren James on that far side, but again, the final ball isn't quite finding its target. That was Fran Kirby that time. Unusually for her, her passing is usually pretty straightforward and accurate, but so that one wasn't. It's gone out for a throw on that far side. It was behind Lauren James. Didn't really give her a chance. She wanted the ball just in front of her so she can have a run at this defence. She's shown that she's got the beatings of that fullback over on the far side, but she's not really been in the game for about 10 minutes now. And it is the Czech Republic in possession just in front of their own penalty area. It goes back to the goalkeeper. It is still England 0, Czech Republic 0. We've played over 25 minutes and not really any clear-cut chances apart from the one that Lauren James hit the post very early on, although it was a tight angle. It would have been a hell of a finish to have got it in from there. But that's the nearest England have come to a goal. It's the nearest we've come to a goal at either end, actually. And England's final ball hasn't quite come off yet to any degree of consistency. And it is a throw now to the Czechs over on that far side. Looking to come forward again. The visit inside, but we do force them backwards. And now Frank Kirby's picked that ball up, but just runs away from her. And it's a clearance by one of the Czech defenders, and they're back in possession again. The Czech Republic looking to come forward through the middle now. They've got two players offside in this attack, so the ball has to go backwards over on that far side. This is good play from the Czechs. They're keeping possession well. Some nice 1 and 2 touch passing, but they have been forced back now. It's back with the goalkeeper just outside the penalty area, and she pings it long up this near side, but that's a poor clearance, and Lucy Bronze is in. But again, it's good defending. It's good defending again from the Czechs. They really have defended well, but that wasn't a great ball forward, and it has gone out for a throw over on this near side to England. I think England is lacking a little bit of intensity, and is that to do with the fact that, you know, we've just come back from playing against America. What an intense game that was. We're now playing against a team that we are expected to beat, and maybe we are lacking a little bit of intensity and, you know, looking a little bit leggy and tired at this moment in time. And the Czechs have caused us 1 or 2 little anxieties at the back, and they're trying to come forward again, but Demi Stokes is there, finds Lauren James, who is playing with the intensity, maybe a big opportunity for her. But it's been a little bit sloppy from England, a little bit lacklustre so far. And it is still 0-0. Millie Bright now just inside the England penalty area, looking to try and launch another attack. Some of her passing out the back hasn't been too accurate so far in this game. This time she just plays it short to Lucy Bronze, who just touches it back to the captain tonight, Millie Bright, of course, in place of Leah Williamson, who's injured. Let's hope that injury isn't too bad, and we're seeing her back in an Arsenal shirt very soon. Lauren James now does well again, turns away from a defender and has won herself a free kick. Really good play that was from Lauren James. And she's won a free kick. A very young referee, actually, in this game. But that is a free kick to England. And it's going to be, it's about 10 yards inside the Czech Republic half. She was just caught there, Lauren James, as she ran past. Wasn't much in it, but it was a free kick, and it's going to be taken by Alex Greenwood. It was about midway inside the Czech Republic half, actually, just over on that far side. Alex Greenwood is going to knock this in towards the edge of that penalty area. She does. It's not a bad ball. Millie Bright's underneath it. Almost falls to Lucy Bronze, but not quite, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. In fact, there may have been an offside given in that particular attack anyway, so I don't think it would have counted if we'd scored. But anyway, it was a decent ball again from Alex Greenwood. In fact, I don't think Millie Bright was offside, but anyway, she got the flick on, but it wasn't really an effort at goal or the opportunity for Lucy Bronze to get in, and it is going to be a set piece now to the Czech Republic. It is a very young referee anyway, which is good to see. Anyway, England back in possession. Lucy Bronze now on this near side. Plays it back to Millie Bright. She's got a lot of space to give the ball to Alex Greenwood. Can stride forward now towards halfway into the Czech Republic half. Greenwood plays the ball in to Lauren James. A little bit of space. Plays the ball off to Ella Toon, who does well. Now it's back with Lucy Bronze on this near side. This is a good attack from England. Ella Toon again plays the ball to Chloe Kelly. Can she get across in this time, running at the Czech Republic defence? But again, that defender, number 5, has been absolutely brilliant so far in this game. Nothing's got past her yet, and that's good play actually from the centre forward, the Juventus player, who had that big opportunity a few moments ago to get in behind the England defence, but maybe lacked the pace and conviction. And Czechs are now trying to play the ball out from the back, and they do it quite successfully. But England are pressing high up that pitch. Kira Walsh there, and now Millie Bright has one possession back, but again England give it away, and the Czechs can come forward down this near side, and that's gone out off of Lucy Bronze, has it? No, it hasn't. It's gone straight out. It's going to be a throw to England on this near side. It is still 0-0, but England have still not really got going. We've had one or two bright moments, but it's not been a great England performance so far. Well, Lucy Bronze there does a little bit too much and loses possession again. And again, the Czechs can come forward down this near side. That seems to be where their attack is. Most of the play has been on this near side from both teams. But the Czechs now have got an opportunity to maybe switch the play over to that far side instead. They go back to the goalkeeper. We've played 30 minutes at Brighton, England 0, Czech Republic 0. It hasn't been a great England performance up till now. Still plenty of time though for England to get some goals and win this game. But we're going to have to certainly play a lot better than we have done so far. Alex Greenwood now plays it short to Millie Bright coming forward on halfway for England. There's a good run there from Chloe Kelly. Opens up a bit of space for Lucy Bronze. She exchanges passes there with Ella Toon. But again, England lose possession with a poor pass. Actually, that was Ella Toon that time. And Lucy Bronze is forced into conceding a throw on this near side. Not good play again from England. Ella Toon's been a little bit sloppy in possession at times as well so far tonight. Maybe Serena knows. Maybe she's better off coming off from the bench, making an impact in games than starting perhaps. But she certainly looks a little bit sloppy tonight, has to be said. But anyway, the Czech Republic are in possession again on this near side. And Lucy Bronze does well there defensively. Was there a foul? But England coming forward. Frank Kirby. Lauren James has got a little bit of space. Oh, that was a poor ball, actually. It was a simple pass was on just to her left there, Frank Kirby. Lauren James was in space. She tried to play it through the defender where she'd have been off going around the outside. Was there a foul in there by Chloe Kelly? The Czechs are thinking there was. It wasn't given. And that was a big chance for England. Again, we didn't make the most of an opportunity there. The final ball isn't quite happening for us so far. Anyway, Alex Greenwood now in possession, plays it in to Fran Kirby again, and this time to Ella Toon, she loses possession, but England do win the ball back now. Lucy Bronze, a little bit of space. Are we going to get a better final ball now? Chloe Kelly on this near side puts a cross in, it hits the defender though, and again, Czechs can get the ball clear. That final ball for England just hasn't worked at all tonight, and it seems to be catching across all everybody who, you know, whether it's Fran Kirby, whether it's Ella Toon, whether it's Chloe Kelly. The final ball's not quite been there yet, and that's the reason why it remains 0-0. If we can just get one or two better final balls sorted, then I'm sure we'll be able to score a goal or two. Yeah, we just, I don't know, it's just not quite there, is it? We are a little bit sloppy, maybe lacking that intensity after all these sort of so intense games that we've had now for quite a long time. We're lacking. It's that sort of game tonight, I suppose, isn't it? And we've maybe just dropped our level just slightly from how we've been playing. And, you know, the Czech Republic have rose to the occasion here. And why not? You know, they're playing the European champions. We're a target now, aren't we? Everyone's going to want to play us and try and beat us and get a result against us. So this is what we're going to have to get used to now, aren't we? When you're successful, that's one of the downsides to it, isn't it? You know, everybody wants to beat you. And the Czechs definitely have given everything in this opening 33 minutes here tonight, and they're definitely holding their own. They're coming forward again. That centre forward from Juventus is in behind, but Demi Stokes is back across. They're coming forward again down his far side, looking dangerous. Again, the Czech Republic across comes into the box. There's a chance, is there? Oh, it's just played back outside the box again. And still the Czechs are in possession. They're still in possession inside the box. Good defending that was that time. That was Lauren James actually getting back, helping out. Good block from her. But still the Czechs are in possession now on this near side. This is good play actually from the visitors here. But that's a loose ball. And now Fran Kirby's got a lot of space. And Lucy Bronze is making a run down this near side. She's got a bit of space if Fran Kirby can find her. She has found her. Lucy Bronze now. Oh, she just falls over, but she's managed to keep possession. But she couldn't really do much there. And she managed to force the ball on though to Ella Toon, who's managed to win a throw. But again, we have an opportunity to get in behind the Czech defence, and it's not quite coming off for us. It wasn't a bad ball that time from Fran Kirby, but Lucy Bronze tripped over as she just got it under control, and it took all of the momentum out of that attack, unfortunately. But at least it was a better pass forward to her. She just wasn't able to take it in her stride. But anyway, we are coming forward again. Fran Kirby finds Ella Toon. Does she know it just runs away from the Manchester United midfield player, and now the Czechs can get the ball clear again. And again, they're trying to play their way through midfield, but Demi Stokes has done well there. And that ball there wasn't a great ball from the Czechs, and Alex Green was going to run across over to that far side. We're 10 minutes away from half time. Certainly hasn't been the best half we've seen from England Lionesses, is it? It's been quite flat. Scarlett's in the chat there says, where are you watching it? It's on, in England, it's on ITV. In the UK, I don't know where else it is in the rest of the world, I'm afraid. I don't know whereabouts you are. If you are in the UK, you can watch it on ITV. If not, then I'm afraid I can't really help you. But stay with us and we'll obviously keep you updated with everything that is going on, which hasn't been a lot of goalmouth action, has to be said, in his opening 35 minutes. England did hit the post very early on with Lauren James, but since then, we haven't really made the most of a few good opportunities. We've got a little one here now. Lauren Hemp lays the ball off to Ella Toon, plays it back to Kira Walsh. Now it's out to that far side. Demi Stokes, England trying to find a breakthrough. Alex Greenwood now just inside the centre circle. Plays the ball forward to James again, who's coming over to this right-hand side to try and get on the ball. She's done well. Finds Chloe Kelly, plays it back to Lucy Bronze. Lauren James again holds off the defender. Then she finds Chloe Kelly, who's closed down by two defenders. It's gone out. Chloe Kelly hasn't really done much in this game, you have to be said. She had a lot of the ball and she just hasn't managed to get past that defender, and she hasn't managed to find a decent final ball either. Missing Beth Mead a little bit, aren't we? It seems at this point in the game, but anyway, I'm sure we may well see her later. Although from an Arsenal perspective, I wouldn't mind if she spent the evening sitting on the bench, not getting injured, because Arsenal have got enough injuries at the moment. And of course, the WSL is back this weekend, isn't it? Arsenal, of course, playing Reading away on Sunday evening. That's a game we'll bring you here as well. A big, busy weekend, well, busy Sunday, isn't it? Because the men play at Leeds as well, and then the women are away at Reading. So we'll bring you both of those two games. But England coming forward now. Alex Greenwood looking for a ball over that far side to Demi Stokes. She's got Lauren Hemp now ahead of her. But again, it's good defending from the Czech Republic. You have to say, maybe wasn't the best pass forward, but it was good defending. But Ella Toon's picked it up now for England, gets it back out to Lauren Hemp over on that left-hand side. She's maybe a little bit more comfortable out there than through the centre. Fran Kirby's almost drops into that centre-forward position in this attack. Lauren James now over on that far side, gives it back to Demi Stokes. And again, England going backwards rather than looking to get in behind. Millie Bright now bringing the ball forward. Plays up this near side to Lucy Bronze. Those two have found each other with a lot of passes in this game, but so far it hasn't led to anything. Suddenly a bit of space now for Lucy Bronze. Is she going to find a shot, or instead she has to go back to Kira Walsh? Now there's space over on that far side. Lauren James inside the area. Lauren James goes past the fullback. She's held up. Nice cross into the 6-yard box. It comes to Lucy Bronze again. Again, it won't quite fall for her to have a shot. She's certainly not going to shoot with her left foot, is she? You wouldn't imagine. She crossed it with her right. Instead, the header comes in just past the post. That was Chloe Kelly there with a header. Couldn't quite direct it on target, but that was better from England. Finally got a good cross in, actually. It was Lucy Bronze with it. Got it in onto her right foot, dinked it to that far post. Chloe Kelly comes in. Oh, that was very close, actually. Look at that replay. It's literally a yard wide. That was a very, very close to being the opening goal there. Decent cross and a good header from Chloe Kelly at the far post. The goalkeeper wouldn't have got there either. She dived, but she was dived too late. It would have gone in that corner had it been 1 yard further over, but in the end, it's just gone wide. But that was one of England's best chances in this first half, actually. The best chance we've created for quite some time. The Czechs were trying to come forward over on that far side, but that's gone out for a throw to England. We are now into the last 6 minutes of the first half. It is England still 0, Czech Republic 0, and a very, very flat England performance, it has to be said. I'm sure Serena will have words to say at half-time, and possibly one or two substitutions maybe that we will see. We didn't want to see Beth Mead come on, but it's almost like this game needs Beth Mead. England have lost the ball inside their own penalty area. It's an opportunity for the Czech Republic. Good defensive play from Alex Greenwood, actually, to block that shot. Again, it was the Juventus centre-forward in with that chance there. Sloppy defending from England initially, but really good play from Alex Greenwood. And the shot, she took all the sting out of that shot and it rolled through to Mary Earps. Lucy Bronze has now just got an injury over on this near side. Quite a late tackle on her, actually. She's gone down, but I think she's going to be okay. Not the sort of, not what she wants on their 100th game. Just a collision there, it's like a dead leg that's going to be. Yeah. And then she slipped over, actually, over on the side in front of the tunnel. Let's hope she's going to be okay. I'm sure she will be. But it was a mistake there at the back from Kira Walsh, actually caught in possession, but great defensive play from Alex Green. You have to say, if she hadn't got a block on that shot, that may well have gone into the far corner. So that was a really, really good defensive play from Alex Greenwood. Prevented an opportunity for Czech Republic to take what would be a shock lead. Although not so much a shock on the way that they've played, because they've actually played pretty well. But, you know, certainly no one would have expected the Czechs to be in front in this game. They're not. But that's the nearest that they've come now. Alex Greenwood, it was with that block, plays the ball now out to that far side. Lauren James, Demi Stokes is ahead of her. Demi Stokes does well, actually. She's got Lauren James again just ahead of her now over on that far side. Lauren James running at that Czech defence. She's done well again, gets into the penalty area, plays into the box of Frank Kirby in just a moment. Oh, Frank Kirby, she didn't want to shoot first time.
Oh God, how weird.
And again, it was good defending though. Demi Stokes over on that far side. England still in possession. Can we get a goal before half time? 4 minutes to play in this first half. Demi Stokes again over on that far side. There was a chance there for Frank Kirby. She should have shot.
Why did she shoot?
And I don't know why she didn't. And the chance went. But England still in possession. Frank Kirby looking to get on the ball again. But again, the Czechs do well defensively and clear it away. And Alex Greenwood, picks it up. Then Lauren James, Alex Greenwood gets it back. But that was a big chance again. That's 2 or 3 times now we've had an opportunity to maybe have a shot and we're not taking it on. Ella Toon had one a bit earlier. Frank Kirby's had one there. And yeah, she should have had a shot there. Really good play from Lauren James though again. She's probably been the bright spark for England actually in this first half. When she's had the ball, she's looked really, really good. And she's got it again over on that far side. She certainly looks the most likely to either score or create the goal if we're going to get one. Really bright now in possession, plays it to this near side to Lucy Bronze. She's got Chloe Kelly ahead of her instead. She goes long up looking for Lauren Hemp. Can Lauren Hemp get in and put it across in? No, she can't. It's gone out of play. And England just look a little bit off the pace in this game. The passing is not quite right. We look a little bit slow to react to things. But this was a good opportunity just before. Lauren James did brilliantly. She ghosted past 2 or 3 players, played it into Frank Kirby. She wanted to take that extra touch. And in the end, the Czech defence was able to come across and clear the ball away. But Lauren James did really well again. She has had a really good first half. But it's a goal kick to the Czechs, which the goalkeeper, all in green, goes long. It's headed on, but Lucy Bronze is there for England. Comes back in again, but this time it's Alex Greenwood wins that header, and then Lucy Bronze hooks the ball forward looking for Lauren James, but she can't get it under control. And again, it's a Czech Republic defender who gets the ball clear, and there's an offside actually there against the Czech Republic forward. As that ball was played forward, it's going to be a free kick to England. We're into the last 2 minutes of the first half. Frustrating first half for England, but Lauren James again in possession, looking to run at that Czech defence. She's got 2 defenders for company, but she won't be bothered about that. She plays it back instead this time to Demi Stokes. It goes back into the centre circle to Millie Bright. Now to Lucy Bronze again on this near side. Ella Toon picks up possession. That's nice play from Ella Toon. What's the pass like? It's good into Kira Walsh. She gets it back again, Ella Toon. Now she finds Lucy Bronze very central now. Plays out to that far side to Demi Stokes. Can England get the goal before half time? 90 seconds remaining of this first half. Millie Bright now coming forward for England. A lot of this first half has been played in front of the Czech defence, but not really getting in behind too often. Chloe Kelly now on this near side. Now she runs past a couple of defenders. Chloe Kelly says a good run, plays the ball into the penalty. Lauren James is there. Can she get a shot away? She can, but it's blocked again by the Czech defender. But good play again from Lauren James. She has looked so lively in this first half. She's making the most of her opportunity in this team. There's no doubt about it. It's a lovely run. She got there ahead of the defender, but when her shot, or it might have been a cross actually, looking to fire it across the 6-yard box. It was well defended again by the Czechs. But it's going to be another corner to England. Alex Greenwood, this is the final minute now of the first half. Greenwood's going to take this corner on the near side. This is going to be the last opportunity for England before half-time to get the goal. Alex Greenwood's been told to put the ball back inside the little semicircle for this corner. And now she's going to take it in towards the near post, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. He flaps it a little bit. Lauren James is there. The header comes in from Chloe Kelly, but it's comfortable catch in the end by the goalkeeper. She flapped at the corner initially, but she was a lot safer hands on that second ball when it came back in again. The header from Chloe Kelly. That may well be that for the first half. We are now into the final 4 or 5 seconds. there won't be much stoppage time because there hasn't really been any stoppages. In fact, there's no stoppage time at all. The half-time whistle goes. It's been a very frustrating first half in general for England. We just haven't really got going at all. The passing's not been great. The decision-making in the final third's not been great. We've been a little bit sloppy defensively as well. We've allowed the Czech Republic 1 or 2 opportunities as well, which they may well have got a goal. But the bright spot for England has definitely been Lauren James over on that left-hand side. Every time she's had the ball, she's prepared to run at that Czech defence. They can't really deal with her. She did it at the post very early on, which is the nearest England have come. And yeah, it's not been great. Very, very flat. And maybe with everything that's gone on over the last few months, I guess that's maybe not surprising. You know, you're going to get games like this, aren't you, when you've had so many highs, so many intense games where it's just lacking that little bit of intensity in this game, isn't it? But, you know, Serena wants to win. She wants to win every game, and I'm sure she'll have things to say at half-time, say maybe 1 or 2 substitutions. We may well have to see Beth Mead, even though I'd rather she had a bit more of a rest, but we may well see her. Jess Park, of course, is on the bench as well. She's in great form for Everton at the start of this season. It'd be great to get her on as well. She can run at defenders, so that'd be good to see her. Nikita Paris as well. We know what quality she can bring. Katie Zellum as well in midfield. She could be an option as well. And, of course, Rachel Daly, who can play up front, can't she? As she's done so well for Aston Villa this season. So there's a lot of good options on the bench. But we'll see what Serena decides to do. What did you make of that first half?
I don't know. Flat. It was flat.
Yeah.
Passing wasn't great. No. Just totally different to the USA game, which was so exciting.
It is a different game. It was always going to be a different game, I suppose, a different challenge. And there isn't the intensity that we've had, obviously, playing in the Euros, playing against America. And because, you know, even when we've had a couple of games, haven't we, against lesser opposition in the World Cup qualifiers just after the Euros, you know, Luxembourg, where we won 10-0. But those games are World Cup qualifiers. This is a friendly, and you can see the intensity is not the same as it was in some of the other games. And I just think if we just show another 5% more intensity in the second half, I think we can win this game reasonably comfortably. I think they're you know, they've worked hard. The Czechs, they've defended well, but you do imagine that if we get 1 goal, their heads might drop a little bit. And you know, we're generally stronger in the second half. As I say, I think our fitness will come through and our quality, and hopefully that will make the difference. But yeah, it has been flat. It's been frustrating. A lack of real goal scoring opportunities. Just really, Lauren James is one off the post after about 5 minutes. That's about.
Czech have been good.
No, they have been good. They played well. No, I think they played well. They've defended really well. They've looked solid. No. I'll have a bottle of water, please. What should be on the side? So yeah, not great from England so far. But you know, we are not likely to lose this game, you would say. But we need to play better. We need to play a lot better in the second half, and I'm sure we will. And I say there are some good options, some good attacking options on the bench to come on, you know, to try to liven things up a little bit. But yeah, it's been very sloppy as well at times in possession of ball, England tonight. Not really good at all. John's in the chat again. How you doing, mate? He says, hi, Richard and Mrs. Richard. I missed your live stream on Sunday as I had to go into work. What a win for Arsenal. No, it was fantastic, wasn't it? I mean, that performance on Sunday, we said on our show last night, I believe that's our best 90 minutes of the season. We've had some good performances. Tottenham was good. But I thought over 90 minutes, that was a really good performance. And yeah, it was a deserved victory. You know, Liverpool are moaning about some decisions of penalties and what have you. But, you know, regardless of all of that, we were the better team on the day. We deserved to win. It was a great performance and a great win. And suddenly we're looking a very good team, aren't we? As each week goes by. I think at the start of the season, we were winning games and I still felt we were a little bit nervy. We were making too many mistakes and, you know, you're thinking this bubble's going to burst. But as it's gone on, as the run's been building, we're looking stronger and stronger, aren't we? And now, after beating Liverpool, we kind of look the real deal. Yes, I still worry about the squad depth, but we won't worry about that. We've got 5 games to come in the Premier League before the World Cup break. Obviously, a lot of Europa League games to fit in as well. Carabao Cup. It's a busy time, but I'm sure if we... is there no sound? Someone said there's no sound. Oh, someone said there's no sound. Let me just check. Is the sound coming through? Give me 2 seconds. I'll just check. and see. Let's have a look. I'll just check and see if the sound should be working. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but anyway, I don't know how many mics here. Let me just check for you. Let's have a look. No, the sound is working. The sound's working. I've just got it on my phone. It's working. Maybe it's just at your end that you can't hear us. But yeah, no, it was a really good performance on Sunday, wasn't it? And a great win. I say we're starting to look the real deal, aren't we? And we'll see. But yeah, a lot of big games to come between now and the World Cup break. Let's hope that we can continue to play the way we are. And it'd be good, wouldn't it, if we went into the World Cup top league, wouldn't it? That would be fantastic. We've got Alice in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. Kirby looks tired, and James looks as lazy as she always does. Something, but I think Lauren James has looked all right. I agree. Fran Kirby hasn't looked great, but I don't think she's looked great for a while, has she? I didn't think she was that great in the Euros. She had moments in the Euros, but I didn't think she had she looked a little bit off the pace. She looked a bit off the pace against America. She looked a bit off the pace tonight. I certainly wouldn't have a problem subbing off Fran Kirby. I think Lauren James has been okay. I think she's looked one of our better players in the attack. I think she's going past defenders. She's done a couple of good defensive stuff as well. I wouldn't say Lauren James is lazy, but yeah, I agree with your point about Fran Kirby. I don't think she's on her game at all. I really don't. And yeah, I think maybe her being subbed off could be the right decision. Maybe get Katie Zellum on, possibly. She's a very good player, as we know. Or maybe Beth. Don't really want Beth to come on, if I'm honest, but needs must. We're not playing particularly well, are we? So, maybe Beth's what's needed. Give a little bit of life to the attack. But in terms of the substitutions, I mean, I'm not sure whether Serena will make 2 substitutions at half time. She tends to wait, doesn't she, a little bit longer. But then this has been one of the flattest England performances for a long time, hasn't it? So maybe this is the time to make some half-time changes. We'll have to see what happens. But yeah, we want to see a little bit more intensity from England, don't we? Because we have looked off the pace of this game and very sloppy in possession of the ball at times. And yeah, just lacking a little bit of spark, maybe, that we're so used to seeing, aren't we? And it's not because, yes, there's been 3 changes to the starting lineup, but it's not like, it's almost like we're playing with like 8 or 9 changes with a totally different team. We're not. It's 3 changes. Yes, we are missing some key players. We know that. Russo is not fit. Leah Williamson, who's important in defence, but also starting attack with a great passing. So yeah, we're missing some key players, but this is still a very, very good England team, isn't it? And there's no real excuse for us being as flat as we are. And Serena has to sort this out at half time, and I'm sure she will. And I'm sure we'll see a little bit more from England in the second half. And yeah, there's been a lot of games. If you remember the warm-up games before the Euros, we were quite poor in the first half, and quite a few of them in the second half we were really good and won the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's something similar tonight, that we pick up in the second half and we go on and win the game. So yeah, wasn't it the Switzerland game? It was 0-0 at half time, wasn't it? We won 4-0. The game against Holland at Leeds, it was 1-1 at half time. We ended up winning 5-1. We've got goals in the second half, and I can see that happening again today. I think that we'll be stronger in the second half. I think we will show a bit more intensity, and I'm sure we will score some goals. I'm maybe not quite so confident that my 6-0 prediction is going to come off now, because it's possible we could score 6 in the second half, but probably not. If I'm honest, it's the way that we're playing. We don't look like we've got 6 goals in us, do we? But to be honest with you, that doesn't matter, does it? The most important thing now is just going to be winning the game, getting the job done, and getting the players back to their clubs, hopefully all fit and ready to go at the weekend. So yeah, it's just getting this game won now, isn't it? I mean, yeah, getting a few goals in the second half would be nice, but if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, does it? As it says here, England always come on strong in the second half. Yeah, we do. We always come on strong in the second half. So I would be expecting that, even more so having seen that first half, how flat that was. I'll be expecting us to really come out and show a lot more in the second half, because Serena demands that, doesn't she? At the end of the day, she's going to demand it. She'll be in that dressing room now demanding that England show more intensity in the second half, and I'm sure we will. And if we do, we should win this game, because as well as the Czechs have played, as hard as they've worked, they haven't really got the quality, have they, to at one end of the pitch to score the goals against us. We saw that they had one or two opportunities from our sloppy play. They didn't look as though they were ever going to be able to take them. And defensively, while they've worked hard, the quality that we've got, they can't live with that if we get our game going. There's no doubt about that. So it's all on England in the second half. We up our game. We get playing better. We will win this game, and we'll probably win it comfortably in the end. But yeah, we need to play better. There's no doubt about that, and I'm sure we will. And we'll see if there is going to be any changes at half time. There could well, but I don't think Chloe Kelly's had a great game in that first half either, actually. Some of her final ball wasn't great, control wasn't great. The fullback, the number 5, pretty much dominated her, which is worrying, isn't it? No disrespect to the Czech Republic, and she looks a very good player, the left back, but Chloe Kelly should be able to get past her and get balls into the box as Lauren James has done on the other side. So that's what we want to see from Chloe. She hasn't done it in that first half. So another one who's maybe not quite on her game tonight. There's been 3 or 4, haven't there, not been quite on their game. I don't think it's been a great game from Kira Walsh either, actually. Nowhere near her levels either. Ella Toon's not been great. None of them have been really good. I thought Lauren James was our best player. And Lauren Hemp, of course, not really had the ball much, but she's making some good runs off the ball, and when she gets it, she's looking as though something might happen. It hasn't quite happened yet, but I think those two have probably been the pick of the team so far.
Lucy Bronze for me.
Yeah, Lucy Bronze has played well. She's getting forward a lot. You can tell she's desperate to have some impact in this game on 100, whether it's an assist, whether it's a goal. She's definitely determined to make it memorable, isn't she? But yeah, it needs to be a bit more memorable than that first half, because no one's going to remember this game if it finishes. If the second half's the same, no one will remember Lucy Bronze's 100th game apart from her, probably. So let's hope for something a bit better in the second half. I'm sure we will, and let's hope for a few goals, because that's what we want to see. But yeah, it's going to be better, isn't it? The second half. Let's be honest. We know it will be. And yeah, we shall see what happens. But yeah, will there be some changes? But yeah, I don't know. I fancy Jess Park, actually. Get Jess Park on. Let her have a go, because she's in good form for Everton at the start of the season. And I think that she could maybe be a player that could be a match winner in this game, potentially. She's got a lot of pace. She's direct. And she could be a player that can open this game up a little bit more. So that'll be a good option. Obviously, we know Beth's quality. I'm just tempted not to get her on, really, just because I don't really want her to play yet. But anyway, we shall see what happens. But the teams are coming back out, actually. So we're about to find out whether or not any substitutions have been made. I'm not sure if there has been yet. We shall see very, very soon. There's some other World Cup playoffs. Switzerland have beaten Wales, or is that the final score after extra time? Portugal have beaten Iceland 4-1. There's a bit of a shock. And Scotland is half time. Scotland 0, Republic of Ireland 0 in that one. And Spain are beating USA 1-0. So USA might be losing again. That'd be a shame, wouldn't it? They haven't lost for about 20 odd games, whatever it was, until Friday, and now they're losing again to Spain. I mean, we know how good Spain are. This World Cup next summer is going to be exciting, isn't it? There's so many great teams, we saw that in the Euros. Brilliant competition. I'm sure the World Cup next year is going to be even better, isn't it? The quality of the football now at the top level of women's football is exceptional, and that World Cup is going to be something special, isn't it, next summer in Australia and New Zealand, of course. So that's going to be good, isn't it? So let's have a look. Has there been any substitutions? I'm not sure if there has. Oh, there has, because Chloe Kelly's come off because she's sitting on the bench. Beth Mead, it's Beth coming on. Well, I mean, we love to see Beth, and Beth's brilliant, and she's our favourite player. But I'm just desperate for her not to get injured for the weekend. I think it was inevitable, maybe, that Beth would have to come on because of the fact that we were struggling to create too much. Yeah. And Beth's England's top scorer. She's our best player. and now she has come on.
Come on, Beth.
And looks like she's going to play down the right-hand side. And Chloe Kelly's gone off. And it wasn't Chloe Kelly's greatest half, was it, as I said? So, you know, I'm not surprised it's her that's been taken off. Alice says there, Beth, indeed, yes, Beth is on. So I'm sure we're going to see goals now that Beth's on. She came on at half-time in that Holland game, didn't she? When it was 1-1, and she scored 2 goals in the second half and we won 5-1, didn't she? So I'm sure she'll find a way of having some impact in this game. She generally does. Even on Friday against the USA, I didn't think it was her best game, Beth Mead, but she did have an assist for that first goal. She always does. She always creates something, doesn't she? Whether it's a goal or an assist, and I'm sure she'll do that in the second half. She maybe looked a little bit off her best, didn't she, on Friday? So let's hope that she can get straight into this game. It's going to be the Czech Republic to get the second half underway. They are now attacking the goal to our right, and they are about to. In fact, we are off and underway again in the second half here at Brighton. The Czechs haven't made any substitutions at half time, just that one from England. Chloe Kelly off and Beth Mead on. And the Czechs are in possession at the start of the second half, but good play there from Lauren James initially, but in fact, she's won the ball back. She did, her pass was cut out, but she's won the ball back, and now it's gone back to Mary Earps. Of course, England have had some good results in this ground, haven't they, at Brighton over the summer. The Norway game, of course, will long live in the memory of everybody that saw it. That 8-0 victory was incredible, wasn't it? Of course, Beth got a hat-trick in that game, didn't she? That was maybe the night when we felt she had a chance of winning a golden boot. And, of course, she did go on to get it in the end. Millie Bright now coming forward for England, the captain over halfway. This is a good run from Millie. Plays out to that far side. Lucy Bronze in to Ella Toon. Tries a flick, but maybe she just should have got it under control. And the Czechs win the ball back again. Now the ball's played up this near side. Lauren James trying to win it back. Beth Mead hasn't had a kick yet, actually. But Lauren James again has won the ball back. She's strong, isn't she? Physical player. And it's going to be a throw now to England on this near side. We need to try and get Beth Mead in this game. Lauren Hemp now plays the ball square to Fran Kirby. Out to that far side. It's gone to Lucy Bronze. Can she deliver across into the box? She can. The header comes in from Lauren Hemp. It's going to fall to Fran Kirby, is it? Not quite. Goalkeeper punches it away. But actually, the Czechs don't deal with that particularly well. Demi Stokes now in possession for England. Finds Lauren James again. And she finds Millie Bright. England looking to show a little bit more intent at the start of the second half, certainly. Lucy Bronze plays out the line, looking for Ella Toon again, who does win the ball back after the initial pass was cut out. Kira Walsh now plays it to Demi Stokes. It's a little bit better from England. Can Stokes get across in? She goes past the defender. That's a good ball into Fran Kirby. Oh, it just runs away from Kirby there. Just it looked as though it was going to open up, but it didn't quite manage to. It was a good ball, though, that was there from Demi Stokes. It was a lovely pass in to Fran Kirby. And again, she wants to take a touch rather than maybe trying to hit it first time. Terry's in the chat. How you doing, mate? Hope you are well. He says, evening, Richard and Mrs. B, our lucky charm. Not a lucky charm so far tonight, though. Haven't missed much. Been listening to you on the way back home in the van. This game badly needed a gooner on the pitch, and it comes with me. Yeah. Exactly. Now, of course, all games need a gooner on the pitch, and you know you're going to get some fun in. And Terry says, Mrs. B, keep the biscuit noise down. So you keep the biscuit noise down. Crunching away there. Anyway, England are coming forward again. Alex Greenwood it is in possession. She's got a bit of space up this near side for Demi Stokes. Keeps the ball in.
Come on.
Plays it back to Lauren James. Again, she's been quite involved in the early part of the second half, James. Alex Greenwood is put under pressure. Does well. Gets the ball up to Demi Stokes. Now it's into James again. This is better from England. Lauren James now plays it back to Millie Bright. She's got Lucy Bronze again. Those two have been finding each other with regularity all game. Lucy Bronze over on that far side. Beth Mead still hasn't touched the ball, I don't think. We've played, 3.5 minutes of this second half. But I'm sure her moment will come. Millie Bright now with Kira Walsh. Beth Mead makes a run over on that far side, but the ball doesn't come to her. Lucy Bronzo goes through one challenge, goes through another challenge, plays the ball into Fran Kirby again, but it's just behind her and she couldn't get there. But now the Czechs can't get it out.
Come on, keep going.
Now Beth Mead on the ball for the first time, puts a cross in towards a penalty spot, looking for Lauren Hemp.
Come on.
Oh, she almost created a goal with her first touch, Beth Mead. That would have been amazing, wouldn't it? But in the end, Czechs do manage to scramble the ball over. Hempson again. Can she get a shot away? No, she can't. It goes into the arms of the goalkeeper. But suddenly you can see Beth Mead's quality there. Her first touch, a really dangerous ball in towards Lauren Hemp. Couldn't quite get in front of the defender and get the shot away. And in the end, again, the Czechs have defended it well. They have defended pretty well, you have to say, in this game so far. But England certainly looks a little bit more, have a little bit more spark about us now at the start of the second half. Obviously, Serena has had her say. You can see that she's maybe, not been very happy at half time. They're going to come out looking a lot more dangerous in the second half. Let's see if it can bring us the opening goal, which could open the floodgates, but we'll see. That's a throw there from Stokes to James, who holds off the defender well, shows good strength there, and now she finds Alex Greenwood, dinks the ball in towards Fran Kirby on the halfway line, turns back to Kira Walsh. Now there's a lot of space for Millie Bright to run into. Again, she's going to find Lucy Bronze over on that far side. That's the most used pass in this game. Beth Mead there links up well with Lucy Bronze. This is good. Beth Mead, can she get a cross in again? She can get a cross in towards Lauren Hemp with a header just onto the roof of the net. But it's much better from England now. The start of this second half, Beth Mead's made a difference already. That's two great crosses into the box that she's produced. And that one there found the head of Lauren Hemp. But she just couldn't keep the header down. Under a bit of pressure from the defender, just headed it onto the roof of the net. What a great cross that is from Beth Mead. And she couldn't quite head it down. It came off the top of her head a little bit at Lauren Hemp, and it's just onto the roof of the net. I think the goalkeeper would have saved it anyway. But yeah, much, much better from England. And suddenly we're looking a lot more likely to score. Again, the Czechs have defended pretty well. They're now trying to come forward themselves. They've not got out of their own half yet in this second half. England have got them pressed in. And if we keep doing that, you'd imagine that the chances will start to come.
Come on.
The goalkeeper now with the ball at her feet kicks it long up this near side, but that's a good header there from Alex Greenwood. But the Czechs do pick up the second ball. But Demi Stokes is in well, and it's going to be a throw to England again on this near side. Again, the Czechs can't really string 2 or 3 passes together in the second half. England are starting to get on top. Terry says there, Mido changed the game already.
Definitely.
Hemp bad miss. I don't know if it's a bad miss. It was a chance, wasn't it? It wasn't a great header. But again, it's Beth Mead with the cross. And she has made a difference already. Anyway, Millie Bright now on halfway for England. Plays it in to Lauren Hemp, lays it off to Kira Walsh. Now, there's a little bit of space for Lauren James. Plays it in, looking for Fran Kirby, but again, it wasn't a great final ball, was it? And the Czechs do manage to clear it away. Ella Toon there trying to win the ball back for England, Kira Walsh. But she's tackled actually, and now the Czech Republic have got an opportunity to maybe get the ball forward for the first time in this second half. We've played 7 minutes. And it is still England 0, Czech Republic 0, but it has been a much better start to the second half of England. And we've already put 2 dangerous balls in to that penalty area, which is something we didn't do enough of at all in that first half. That's what Beth's been brought on for, and that's what she's been providing. But Demi Stokes has done well tonight, actually. She's had a decent game, Demi Stokes. She's won the ball back there. Now Ella Toon plays it out to Lucy Bronze over on that far side. Beth Mead's in the centre forward position, looking for that cross, but it gets deflected. Beth Mead's going to get there first, though, and she does. But again, it's well defended by the Czechs, and they managed to get the ball clear and keep it in over on that far side. They've got a chance maybe for a counter. Say, good defensive play there from Ella Toon, but actually the ball's broke for the Czechs. And suddenly now they haven't got forward at all in the second half. They're coming forward here with an opportunity, a shot from distance, but it's gone harmlessly wide of the post. Very, very optimistic that was there. But again, the Czechs have looked pretty tidy on the ball, haven't they? And that was a good attack for them there. A little bit lucky, actually, maybe that the ricochet off Ella Toon fell to them. And then, it was a very optimistic shot from 25, 30 yards, always going away from the goal. But that's the first time the Czechs have come forward in this second half. But it is still 0-0. England again coming forward now with Ella Toon. Plays out to that far side to Lucy Bronze. Beth Mead's got a little bit of space, but she's gone too early. The offside flag's up. And it's going to be a free kick to the Czechs. I think Beth wanted that ball played a little bit earlier to her there. She'd made a run in behind, but by the time the ball was played forward, she was offside. It was the right decision. And it's a free kick to the Czechs, which they've taken now. The goalkeeper plays it in to midfield. That's out to that far side Czechs trying to play their way out of the England press, but the ball's gone back to the goalkeeper again, just inside the penalty area. The Czech Republic goalkeeper goes long up this near side, but Demi Stokes is there with a header. But again, Frank Kirby loses out, and the Czechs can come forward again. A little bit of lovely flick actually, and they're coming forward again with that. It's the Juventus centre forward in possession, trying to cause Millie Bright a few problems. They played against each other last season. Of course, the shot comes in from the edge of the box. Not a great shot. It's deflected by Keir Walsh. And now England have got a chance of a counter-attack with Beth Mead over on that far side. Sorry, Lauren Hemp, actually. Beth Mead's in possession now. Plays it in to Lucy Bronze, just over halfway. Ella Toon over on that far side. Plays the ball out to Lauren Hemp, who's over on that right-hand side. Cuts in on her left foot. That's a square ball to Lucy Bronze. Demi Stokes has got a little bit of space. Here, about 25 yards out, Demi Stokes plays it in to Lauren James, and now Kira Walsh. Again, the Czechs have got their defensive shape pretty quickly and denied England too much space. Kira Walsh now has got a little bit of space, plays it square to Millie Bright. Now it might open up a little bit. Millie Bright, Beth Mead's made a great run. Over on that far side, it's a lovely ball. A lovely touch from Beth, round the keeper. It's a tight angle.
Oh, God.
She gets it back, tries a shot, it's deflected. England just can't get the ball in. Beth Mead there's now, she's been fouled, surely.
Dear me.
In fact, the foul's gone against Beth Mead. It looked like she'd been fouled. That was the chance there. And Beth Mead it was. Got in behind a lovely run. What a ball that was from Millie Bright to find. A brilliant run from Beth. She was onside. The first touch just a little bit away from her made it more difficult. She tried to go around the keeper. In fact, she did go around the keeper, but the angle was tight. And in the end, the Czechs managed to get the ball clear. Savannah in the Czech says, can you please show the TV? Unfortunately, we can't show the TV because of copyright. We would actually get shut down. It's happened before, and I can't take the chance, unfortunately. And they've just made a substitution, actually. Another unpronounceable name's coming on, which I'm not even going to attempt to say. It's another Overkova. And it's number 6 has come on anyway. So Czechs are freshening up their side as well, but they'll be more than satisfied with how this game's gone, won't they? They've played well, the Czech Republic, but you do feel as though if England can just up their game by another 2%, we'll have too much for them. And in fact, England are going to be making another substitution by the look of it. Looks as though it may well be Jess Park coming on.
Is it?
Possibly for Lauren James, maybe we'll see. But anyway, oh, it isn't actually. It's actually Esme Morgan, of course, back from her bad injury. She's going to be coming on for back in the England setup. I'll say back from that bad injury that she had a year or so ago. Beth Mead couldn't quite kick that ball in over on that far side. Looks like it's going to be 2 substitutions for England, actually. It is going to be Esme Morgan, first of all, and not sure who the other one is going to be at this point. We shall see. But yeah, England are making that change. 57 minutes now. That ball goes back to the Czech goalkeeper under a bit of pressure from Lauren Hemp, goes long. In fact, Millie Bright loses a header unusually, but she doesn't lose the tackle the second time, and that's gone out off the Czech player, and it is going to be a throw to England over on the far side. Is this a chance to get the substitution made? I wonder who is going to go off. Possibly Frank Kirby or maybe Ella Toon. I would take Frank Kirby off because she's not been on the game. Terry says there, unlucky Mido, keeper done well there, really. Yeah, she did. I just thought her first touch just a little bit heavy, wasn't it? Gave the keeper the chance. Demi Stokes now a bit of a chance for a cross. It was a decent ball, actually. It was headed away by a Czech defender again, and they're going to clear it away now. It's a substitute over on that far side for them. Clears it up that far side. Millie Bright's there. Suddenly England now looking a lot more intense. Kira Walsh finds Lucy Bronze. Beth Mead again's outside. That ball didn't quite find her. And in the end, the Czechs again managed to do their defensive work well. But they do well again. Czechs are giving the ball away now to Lucy Bronze. In to Kira Walsh. Tries to thread it on to Beth Mead. Manages to get there between 2 defenders. England keep possession now. Lucy Bronze Plays it in to me to get on the edge of the penalty. It's a lovely
Come
ball. Lauren Hempson plays it across the box. There's nobody there. Hits the post. Is it going to be scrambled in?
Oh, come on.
No, it isn't.
Joking.
Oh, how did that not go in? It actually hit the post from Lauren Hemp in the end. She kind of knocked it across the goal. There was no one in there. And in the end, it's actually hit the far post. And it was a bit of a scramble. Fran Kirby was in there. Demi Stokes was in there. But the Czechs again managed to scramble the ball clear. And it isn't going to be a goal at this point now. But much better from England. But suddenly now the Czechs have got another counter-attack on.
Number 9
but
again. It's
number 9. She's on her own with 3 England defenders. So she's not going to be able to go very far. And Greenwood wins the ball back. Terry says there's a lot of Wilbur Moore on the bench tonight. Yes, she is. And it'd be nice to see her come on, wouldn't it? But so far, she isn't. Anyway, England coming forward again over on that far side with Beth Mead, who has made a massive impact already. That's why she was player of the Euros. That's why she's the best England player. And she's in the box again, Beth Mead. Oh, I just ran away from her. She's certainly stretching that defence for the Czech Republic. And then there's a foul there conceded by Lauren James. But it was Lauren Hemp with the chance there. Beth Mead it was that created it. She did well, Lauren Hemp. Got it across the goalkeeper. Tried to dink it through it, hit the post. And England couldn't scramble it in. It just wouldn't quite go in with it. But that was a clever little finish from Lauren Hemp. With a lot of backspin on it. And it almost span in, but it just hit the post. And there is an injury now to one of the Czech Republic players following that foul from Lauren James. And the trainer is on for the first time in the game, actually. We've played 60 minutes. And we've finally got a trainer on the pitch. And there's going to be a bit of stoppage time at the end of this half. There wasn't any in the first half. Is this the opportunity for England to maybe make that substitution or not quite ready yet? I'm not sure. Esme Morgan was ready to come on about 5 minutes ago. And I said there's been a break in play now. This should be the opportunity you'd imagine to get that done. But are they going to do it yet or not?
Come on.
Anyway, the injured Czech player is back on her feet. And now the substitutions are being made. Millie Bright is coming off. She's given the captain's armband across to goalkeeper Mary Earps, actually, is going to be the captain. And Millie Bright comes off. And I don't know who else is coming off. But
Millie Bright's off.
Millie Bright's off. And Esme Morgan's coming on. It looks as though possibly Lauren James is going off as well.
All right.
And who else is coming on? Ebony Salmon, I think, is coming on for Lauren James. That looks to be the other change by the look of it there. I thought Lauren James had a good game.
Oh, she did?
She didn't have much influence in the second half so much. And it is Ebony Salmon coming on for a big opportunity for her as well tonight. Let's see if she's able to take it. Can she be the match winner from the bench? Can she do an Alicia Russo and get goals from the bench, as of course Russo did so effectively in the Euros in the summer? Beth Mead wins the ball back there inside the centre circle, and Ebony Salmon gets her first touch. The ball goes back to Lauren Hemp. Suddenly England now with those changes. Let's see what difference they can make. Fran's in possession now, actually, and that's a poor ball again from Fran. She's not had a very good game at all.
Go on, Demi.
Demi steps in, though. She has played well, Demi Stokes. A rare opportunity for her at left back as well, and she's come in and done well. But Czech Republic are trying to come forward, but again, Stokes is there in the right place. She does well. That wasn't a great ball, but actually it falls for England, but it doesn't now because Kira Walsh has it taken off, and the Czechs are going to try and come forward themselves down that far side, but that wasn't a very good play. Lucy Bond steps in, and England are back in possession. We've played 62, nearly 63 minutes. We're nearly halfway through this second half. Terry says Millie Bright going off and Esme Morgan on. Yeah, see, that would have been an opportunity, wouldn't it? For Lotte Wouber-Moy, who's been in the squad all the way through the Euros, didn't get on. She's been in the squad for some of these games, hasn't got on. You're going to take a centre-back off. Surely Lotte Wouber-Moy should be your first option. You know, I'm not saying Esme Morgan doesn't deserve a chance as well. She's had bad injuries, we know, but I don't know. I just think it would have been an opportunity to get Lotte on, wouldn't it? I think she deserves the chance to be playing. Anyway, Morgan is in possession now. Plays the ball back to Alex Greenwood. And now Morgan again plays it up this near side to Demi Stokes. Gets it back again, Morgan. And then plays it to Alex Greenwood. England keeping possession, but not really threatening a goal at this moment in time. But this is a good run from Greenwood. Finds Frank Kirby, lays it off to Beth Mead, but that ball actually wasn't that great. And again, the Czechs managed to defend well and keep it out. Now Greenwood pings the ball out this near side. Lauren Hemp now inside the area, plays it across the 6-yard box. Well defended again by the Czechs, but it wasn't maybe the best ball in. But Demi Stokes now with an opportunity in case she get a cross in. She finds Lauren Hemp again, gets it back. Demi Stokes. She's forced back though, and now it's with Morgan, plays it in to Kira Walsh, and that's a good ball now to Demi Stokes. Got past one player. Is going to be a corner to England. Terry says there, can't believe Kirby's still on.
Yeah, no.
Let alone in the team. Well, yeah, she hasn't played well for a while, but Serena really likes her, doesn't she? She's one of Serena's favourites. She started every game in the Euros, and she didn't play that well in most of them. But anyway, we have now got a corner on this near side, which Beth Mead is going to take. So something may well happen from this. Her delivery is normally good. Alex Greenwood's in there. Lauren Hemp is in there. In fact, the corner goes short to Ella Toon. That wasn't very good touch from Toon at all, actually. It was really, really poor. A waste of a corner. And now the Czechs can get a counter-attack going. But they can't because Fran Kirby's there. But actually, the ball's broke again to the Czech Republic, number 9. Plays the ball into the box. Just on the edge of the box. There's going to be a chance there for the Czech Republic. No, there isn't. Ella Toon's got back well. And the ball's now back with Mary Earps, who, of course, is, as we said, wearing the armband for England. The goalkeeper now, Millie Bright's gone off. Lucy Bronze over on that far side. She'll be desperate for England to win this game, to mark the big occasion for her. And maybe we're going to have an opportunity now. Lauren Hemp cutting in from that far side. This is a good run. She finds Ella Toon.
Come on,
runs into a little bit of a blind alley there, and the pass out wide to that far side to Salmon wasn't a great pass, actually. The ball's gone out for a throw, though, to England. And again, England making the wrong choices in that final third. Ella Toon's not had a very good game either, actually, I don't think. And she just gave the ball away again there. But again, England have won a throw on that far side, which Lucy Bronze is going to take. Lauren Hemp's playing now over on the right-hand side. Beth Mead's moved over to the left. It's now with Alex Greenwood coming forward from the back. And she finds Beth Mead on this near side. Beth Mead now running at that defence, cuts back inside to her right foot. Again, it's another decent ball into the box, but again, it's a Czech head that gets there. Lauren Hemp's battling away at the far post, but again, the Czech defence manages to get the ball clear. And that's good play there from Alex Greenwood. And then she's fouled, is she? Actually, no, it's going to be a throw to the Czech Republic on this near side. So we're 66, 67 minutes played. We're midway through the second half. We're still awaiting a breakthrough. It hasn't arrived yet. We have looked a little bit more likely to score in the second half. Although we still haven't really had many real clear-cut opportunities, have we? It's been a couple of crosses into the box, but the Czechs have been dealing with that pretty well. That one where obviously Lauren Hemp got in behind and hit the post with a improvised finish, but that's the best that we've produced. We have actually hit the post twice in this game, but we still await the first goal. Czechs now have a ball into the box. Oh, nearly a free header, but a good defensive play that was from Demi Stokes there. Cleared that one away, but still the Czechs are in possession. They maybe feel they can perhaps win this game. They're coming forward down this near side anyway. And that was good defending now again. That was Beth Mead actually defending that. But again, England can't clear their lines and the Czechs pick the ball up again. They've looked a decent side, the Czech Republic, actually, I have to say. But England win the ball back now. Fran Kirby plays it in to Ebony Salmon. She plays it on to Ella Toon. She's got a lot of space to run into. She's got options either side. She's got Lauren Hemp over on that far side. She fires Lauren Hemp. Again, it wasn't a great ball. She pushed us too far wide. Ella Toon's decision-making in that final third hasn't been great tonight, has to be said, but she has got the ball back again now. That's a better ball to Lauren Hemp. Can she get across on our left foot? She can, in towards the near post. It's headed away again by a Czech defender. They've been dealing with these crosses fairly well, haven't they, all night, to be fair to them. Now Lucy Bronze is going to try and get a shot away on the edge of the penalty area. She's held up there again by the defence, but she does find Demi Stokes. That's with Beth Mead on this near side, England's left. Cuts it on her right foot, but instead she finds Kira Walsh. And it goes square to Esme Morgan. Plays it into Lucy Bronze on the edge of the box. Now Fran Kirby gets it back to Ella Toon. Back with Kira Walsh, yet to score for England. Plays up this near side to Demi Stokes. That's across towards the far post. It was looking for the run there at the far post of Lucy Bronze, and in the end, again, the Czechs survive, and it is going to be a throw to England. Another Czech player's gone down with an injury there. I'm not really sure what happened, but it is going to be a throw to England when we resume in a moment. It's number 5 for the Czech Republic. Had a good game, actually, the fullback. She just got a... In fact, she was caught there by Lauren Hemp there after the ball had gone out. It wasn't a foul. It was just the momentum, really, of Lauren Hemp there. And she's got a... Looks in quite a lot of pain, actually, the Czech Republic defender. It might have been a knee-on-knee kind of clash. They're very painful, them, aren't they? Let's have a look. Or was it... What was it gone there? Oh, it's her knee. Her ankle's actually her ankle. Yeah, her ankle's bent over. Oh, that's going to be a nasty one. That just the way she landed. Oh, that looks bad.
She went over herself, didn't
she? She just landed. Her ankle sort of gave in. Oh. That looks a bad one, actually. I'll be amazed if she can carry on. Anyway.
Oh dear.
Terry says, "Yeah, we need the Meadow song from Mrs. B, and then we can all join in." So you need some Meadow song. Meadow.
I was thinking, what song?
Well, that's the only Meadow song, isn't it?
Well, the one I know.
There's another one, isn't there?
That little girl
Amelia sings.
I don't know what it is.
Anyway, there's still treatment going on at the moment on the pitch for the Czech Republic defender. I'll be amazed if she carries on. That did look very, very nasty. That ankle injury. Yeah, it looks nasty. That. Let's hope she's going to be okay. But I'll be surprised if she can finish this game. As Terry says, there, don't look good. No, it doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look good at all. There's going to be quite a chunk of stoppage time now on the back of this because she's been down for a few minutes now. But Lauren Hemp, they're just showing that chance when she hit the post. Very clever little finish, actually. Very unlucky. Fran Kirby should score that rebound, but she didn't. And in the end, the Czechs managed to scramble it clear. Lovely little finish, though. She kind of got a bit of spin on it. It didn't quite spin back enough.
Oh, that's a shame.
And then Fran Kirby should score that rebound. She really should. Again, lacked a bit of conviction. But Lauren Hemp was so unlucky. That was a really clever finish. Deserved the goal, probably, actually. Lovely improvisation from her there. But once again, the Czech Republic goal survives. In fact, the Czechs are going to make 3 substitutions now, actually. Obviously, you'd assume one's going to be the number 5 with this injury. And we'll see what else is happening. But they've got 3 substitutes ready to come on, the Czech Republic, so we'll see. Oh, Meadows on Fire is a song he was meaning.
Oh, Meadows on Fire.
And there's a stretcher coming on, which isn't a good sign, is it? There's a stretcher now. This is not looking good at all. She's had a great game as well, the number 5 for the Czech Republic, the left back. She had a brilliant game, actually. This is a shame, not a way to end her night, because she deserved a lot better than that because she played well. But she's going off on a stretcher. Let's hope it's not a serious injury, but it didn't look great, did it? The way her ankle gave in there, buckled in on herself. There was no fault on Lauren Hemp's way there. Then, it was just the way she landed after she kicked the ball out. It was her foot kind of stuck in the turf and her ankle went over. The momentum of herself sort of pushed it over. But she's going off on a stretcher. Let's hope it's only for a precaution. But she had a great game, actually, a really, really good game. But it's ended in painful fashion for her, and she's just been carried off the pitch now on a stretcher. But what a great game she had. And let's hope she's going to be okay, because it did not look good. It did not look good at all. So that's the sort of thing that can happen, isn't it? Obviously Leah Williamson got an injury in training. Could have been something like that. That's an innocuous little thing can happen. You can have a serious injury. Let's hope that her injury is not too bad, and let's hope it's not that Leah's injury is not too bad either. Terry says, shame she made a good tackle as well. She had a great game. I thought she was one of their best players. Yeah, I thought she had a really good game. she's a player to watch. She actually plays for Slavia Prague. Anyway, we'll be looking out for how she is, because that wasn't a very nice looking injury at all. But let's hope she's okay. The Czechs are now making 3 substitutions, looking to freshen their team up. It's number 11 going off, another Kova, and it's a Kova coming on as well. Martina Kova coming on. A little bit easier to say that one, maybe. And number 9's come off as well. She's had a good game actually for them. She's been a hard-working runner up front, Staskov, who does play for Juventus. So we'll be seeing her in the Champions League very soon when Arsenal play against Juventus. And she looks a decent player actually. So I'm sure that we'll have to watch out for her. And it's number 21 who's come on, another Kov, as they've got quite a few. Anyway, England have took that throw now. We are back underway. There's going to be a big chunk of stoppage time for that injury. England coming forward now on the near side with Demi Stokes just in front of where the Czech players being carried off on stretcher down towards the tunnel on this near side. Kira Walsh now plays that ball up the line, and Beth Mead has picked up possession again, leaves it for Ella Toon, and now Lucy Bronze puts it into Toon again. Can Toon get a good play from Ella Toon? This is back. Can she get a cross in? It's a decent cross as well.
On the end of
it falls to the edge of the box to Emily Salmon, but she couldn't get a shot away. Again, whenever there's a cross into the 6-yard box, it always seems to be 2 or 3 Czech defenders are there to head it clear. There's no England player attacking it. It almost fell to Ebony Salmon on the edge of the box there, but she couldn't quite get a shot. A really good play though from Ella Toon that time. A good cross as well. But look, there's no England player attacking it. There was 3 defenders there ready to head it clear, and Ebony Salmon couldn't get her shot away. Now Beth Mead. We are now into the final 15 minutes. There is going to be, I'd say, 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time now. Ball play into the box again to Beth Mead. It just won't quite fall for England in the box, will it, tonight? But Lucy Bronze wins it back. Beth Mead now inside the area. Plays it square to Fran Kirby. Is this going to be the moment for England? Kira Walsh plays it out to that far side. Lucy Bronze. Now it's with Ella Toon. Beth Mead now. Can she get a cross in? Plays it back to Toon again. And back with Beth Mead. Oh, she tried to force it on to the run of Toon, but again, it's good defending from the Czechs. But England now are starting to turn the screw. You can see a goal coming very, very soon. Caleb Des in the chat says USA lost 2-0 to Spain. Did they? Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Lost again. So that's 2 defeats in a row for the US. Is their time up or not? Anyway, I know they had a few players missing. We'll let them off for the time being, but it is nice to see them lose a couple of games, isn't it? Kira Walsh now finds Fran Kirby. Back to Kira Walsh again. Can England find this breakthrough in the closing stages? Now it's with Lauren Hemp on this near side. It's going to be a corner though to England. Terry says, have we actually had a shot on target as I missed the first half? Not really. There was one weak effort from Lauren Hemp from the edge of the box straight at the keeper. We've hit the post twice. Other than that, no, we haven't really had a shot on target. No, we haven't. We've had a couple of headers have gone wide. Anyway, this is a corner. Beth Mead. Don't go short this time, Beth. And she doesn't. It's a longer corner into the near post. Again, it's a Czech head on it. They have defended well. You have to give them credit for that. Now, Beth's got a little bit of space on this near side. Can she line up across with her left foot? She can. And it's gone behind her for a goal kick. Obviously, her left side isn't a stronger side, is it, for Beth there? That wasn't a great cross. But no, we haven't had too many efforts at goal at all. I'll say we have hit the post, but that's it. And the Czechs have defended really well, but yeah, it's not really been good enough for England in the attacking third.
Come on,
unusual for England to be this. Normally we score a lot of goals. That's one of our strengths, isn't it? But tonight hasn't quite happened for us, has it? And Serena's made a lot of changes as well, trying to freshen things up in the front three. Salmon's on, Beth Mead's on. So yeah. Can we find the goal? Can we find the goal? One goal now will do. It probably is going to be enough now as we move into the last 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Can England get a win? Would be frustrating. There's only been 2 games under Serena that we haven't won previously. They were draws against Canada and Spain in the Arnold Clark Cup. But I suppose we did draw with Spain in 90 minutes in the Euros, although we did, of course, win in extra. And Germany, of course, we won those games in extra time. Of course, there won't be extra time tonight. So certainly in 90 minutes, we've drawn 4 games under Serena, but we haven't lost any yet. And it would be a bit of a shock, wouldn't it, if we don't win this game, looking at where the Czech Republic are in the rankings and stuff like that, and obviously the run that we've been on. But Czechs are now coming forward themselves. They might fancy nicking a late winner themselves. And in fact, they're going to win a corner. Beth Mead saying that the ball went off the Czech forward there, but actually it's been given as a corner, and England are going to have a bit of defending to do here. It was good defending from Beth Mead. And I think she might be right. I think it did maybe come off the Czech player. But anyway, it's been given as a corner. Terry says, I take it Russo's still injured. Yeah, she wasn't in the squad. She went back to Manchester United last week before these games to get her treatment in the same way that Leah did, going back to Arsenal. Anyway, it's a corner now to the Czechs in at that near post. It's gone into the side. And a very poor corner, actually. You know, when you've defended for your life for 75, 76 minutes, you then get a corner. You need a better delivery than that, don't you? But luckily for us, it went straight into the side net. And we are now coming up towards the last 10 minutes of normal time. England 0, Czech Republic 0. Are we going to see a late goal? A late winner for England? Let's hope so. To keep this great run going that we've been on, of course.
Come on.
This ball played up the near side, looking for Beth Mead. She's got a little bit of space here. Beth Mead on the left-hand side. She's going to want to come back onto her right foot, isn't she? Defender there, holding her up. In fact, she takes the ball off her, but Beth Mead wins it back again. It ricochets into the box. Salmon was coming in, but couldn't quite get there. Here's May Morgan now inside the centre circle. Plays it square to Alex Greenwood. Alex Greenwood pings it over to that far side, looking for Lauren Hemp, who's over on the right. But it's headed out again by the Czechs for a throw to England, which Lucy Bronze has taken quickly. Lucy Bronze gets it back again for England. Can we find the breakthrough? Time is running out. Alex Greenwood now finds Demi Stokes up this near side. She's put one or two good balls in the second half, actually, Stokes. This time she goes back to Beth Mead. Plays it square into the path of Morgan. Goes out to the far side to Lucy Bronze. Can she create the goal? Or maybe score the goal herself? That would be good, wouldn't it? On her 100th cap. Ella Toon again. No, Czechs are forcing us back. They are defending really, really well as a team. Morgan now plays it square to Alex Greenwood's going to try a shot from distance. No, she's not. It's into Beth Mead inside the box. It's going to be the moment. Beth on the defender. Good save from the keeper. That's where we want to see Beth on the ball, inside the penalty area. Took it past the defender, and then the goalkeeper was out smartly, actually. And a decent save. That is a shot on target, and it's from Beth Mead. Good save there from the goalkeeper. But it is another corner to England. And Demi Stokes is going off as well. And Rachel Daly's coming on for these last 9 minutes of normal time plus stoppages. Looks like it's just going to be a straight swap. Or are we going to change the shape maybe and push Rachel Daly further forward? It's a corner which Beth Mead, she won it and she's going to take it as well on this near side. Beth Mead swings it with her right foot to the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, it's a Czech defender there. Heads it clear only as far as Fran Kirby. Plays it to Ella Toon onto the edge of the box. This is good from England. Can we get a chance? It comes out now to Beth Mead on this near side. The line across up with her right foot towards the far post. It's a decent cross actually, but again, it's a Czech header there. And it is going to be now a free kick to the Czech Republic on the edge of their own penalty area. And every cross that comes in is falling for a Czech head at this moment in time. Terry says there, Armida, well done, keeper. Yeah, it was a good save, wasn't it? A really good save by the keeper there to deny Beth Mead. I don't quite know how Emily Salmon's conceded a free kick there when the defenders jumped into the back of her. It should be a free kick to England, if anything. But anyway, that's the second time that's happened in this game, and the referee's given a free kick the wrong way. But she's a young referee, so maybe, she's a learning experience for her, perhaps. And they've got to learn somewhere, haven't they, I suppose. But yeah, that should have been a free kick to England. But anyway, the goalkeeper for the Czech Republic's taken it deep into the England half, but it was an England head there. I think it was Esme Morgan that won that header. But the Czechs are coming forward over on that far side. They'll still fancy their chances of nicking a goal. And wouldn't it be a cruel way for Serena's unbeaten record to end? And they're coming forward again down that far side. Lauren Hemp, no defending. What great defending that was from Lauren Hemp. She's a great striker, she's a great winger, and she also does a defensive work for the team. And now she's sprinting up that pitch to get on the end of something there. Caleb says there, I would like to see England versus USA in America. Well, I'd like to see it in a World Cup final. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? In Australia next summer, that'd be really good. But yeah, I'm sure England and America will be playing again in a lot more big games in the future. Potentially the two best teams in the world, aren't they? The European champions and the world champions. And that was a great game last Friday, wasn't it? At Wembley. And it would be a different game in the US, of course it would. But I'm sure we could still capable of getting a result against anybody. But tonight it hasn't quite been a night, has it? But England are coming forward again now, looking to try to get that win out. We have got a throw now on this near side. We're into the last 6 minutes of normal time. There's going to be at least 3 or 4 minute stoppages, isn't there, due to that bad injury to the Czech defender who's left the pitch on a stretcher. Let's hope and say she's okay. Alex Greenwood now coming forward. She's playing left back by the look of it now. Whips that ball in. But the Czechs can get that clear and maybe try and get a counter attack of their own. Instead, it's gone backwards to the goalkeeper. Goes long. In fact, it looks like Rachel Daly's playing in a very advanced position, almost as a centre forward potentially. Anyway, Lucy Bronze wins that header there, but suddenly the Czechs have got an opportunity for a breakaway on that far side. This is good play from the Czechs, but that wasn't a great ball. Alex Greenwood was there to tidy up. And now we're into the last 5 minutes here at Brighton. It's still England 0, Czech Republic 0. Amazingly enough, it wasn't what we was expecting from this game. We thought there'd be some goals. We thought England would win fairly comfortably, but you have to give the Czechs credit for the way they've played. They've battled for everything. They've made it really difficult for us, and they are 5 or 6 minutes away from getting a very credible 0-0 draw. But anyway, England coming forward again. Oh, that ball almost went through there to Beth Mead, but it was well defended again by the Czechs. They've defended for their lives in this game, and they are now trying to come forward, but that ball's going to run away through to Mary Earps. 4.5 minutes of normal time remaining. Are we going to see a winning goal from the Lionesses in orange? Fran Kirby looks like she's going to get the full 90 minutes tonight. She's on the ball now. Can she score or create this winning goal? Kira Walsh plays it out to the far side to Lucy Bronze. Plays it into the box. It's a decent ball, actually looking for Salmon. It comes to Kirby. She's done well. Fran Kirby with a shot, tries to chip the keeper. Good save again. That's another save. I was just saying maybe Kirby was going to get the goal, and she almost did there. That was really good from Kirby. She's not had a great game, but that was really good there. That ball fell to the edge of the box. A lovely first touch. Cut back inside the defender. Tried to chip the keeper, but it was a good save. And England have got another corner on this near side. The goalkeeper's made 2 good saves now in the last couple of minutes to deny England. That was going in, that chip there. It was a great effort. It was going to dip under the crossbar, but that's a decent save. And Beth Mead is going to take this corner. Can England get this late breakthrough? Beth Mead's corner towards the far post. Again, it's a Czech header, but only as far as Ella Turnover on the far side puts it back in. Not a great cross, but it's fell to Lucy Bronze. Goes around the outside. Can she get a cross in? It's deflected again. It's going to be another corner to England. We are mounting up the pressure now, but are we going to find a goal? Time is running out. We are now into the final 3 minutes of normal time. Can England find a goal? Lucy Bronze there with that cross. In fact, it came off Lucy Bronze, but was a bit fortunate to get the corner there. Should have been a goal kick. A couple of them in this second half that have happened. One at the other end as well. But it's going to be Alex Greenwood with a corner over on that far side to curl it in with her left foot. We know how dangerous she is from set pieces. The linesman wasn't very happy that the ball was in the little circle, but it is now. The corner comes into the near post. It wasn't a great corner. It's headed away. It doesn't beat the first player. That's not good enough at this point in the game from a set piece. But England are keeping the pressure on. Kira Walsh plays it square to Fran Kirby. Now it's with Esme Morgan. Can England find this goal? It's going to be a late goal if it's going to come.
Come on.
Fran Kirby now on the turn. Plays the ball back to Lucy Bronze, who's played well tonight, actually, Lucy Bronze.
She has.
Alex Greenwood coming forward now under pressure, but she's done well. Greenwood finds Kirby. There's a space over on that far side for Ella Toon, but Lucy Bronze comes the other way instead, finds Kira Walsh. Is she going to be able to find that killer pass that we've been lacking in this game? Salmon now finds Beth Mead on this near side. Can Beth produce something? That's a decent ball towards the penalty area. It's just too high for the run there of Salmon, I think it was, coming in. It was... Actually, no, it wasn't. I think it might have been Rachel Daly, actually, coming on the end of that. Rachel Daly playing as a second centre forward. And she nearly got on the end of that there. But the injured Czech player is now sitting on the bench. She has got an ice pack on her ankle. So the fact she hasn't had to go off to hospital suggests that the injury is not as bad as it maybe could have been. But now we've got a chance. Frank Kirby into Beth Mead inside the area. Beth Mead trying to put it into the far post. It's gone wide. In fact, it was deflected wide. I think it's going to be another corner. Maybe wasn't the best ball from Kirby. It needed to be more in front of Beth. She had to cut her run. In fact, it didn't like it. Did get a deflection actually. So if that's a corner, that would be again a bit fortunate for England. But it is going to be a corner. I don't think it got a touch off the defender. But it's a corner over on that far side. We're into the last minute of the 90. You'd imagine there's going to be at least 3 or 4 minute stoppages, but we'll see. Anyway, this corner now from Alex Greenwood. That's a better corner to the edge of 6 yard box. Again, though, great header defensively. The volley comes in from Ella Toon. Again, the Czechs clear it away. They've been like a wall in front of their goal there, really have. They've defended absolutely magnificently, the Czechs tonight. They really have. And they've made it so difficult for England. And yeah, we just haven't quite had that quality either, have we, to find a way through. We've been unlucky on 2 or 3 occasions. The goalkeeper's made a couple of good saves, a bit the post twice. You know, England have certainly been the much better team and have deserved to win this game. But you have to give the Czechs credit for the way they've defended. There is going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time, which you are now into. So England have got 4 minutes to try and get the goal, but Czechs are now coming forward themselves. This would be against a run of play, wouldn't it? Cross comes in, it's deflected. Oh, an early header comes in. Great bit of defending there from Morgan, actually, which prevented a header there for the Czech striker, which would have given them an opportunity to win the game in stoppage time. Wow, that would have been a story, wouldn't it? Not the story that we were hoping for. In fact, it was Alex Greenwood with a defensive header. Brilliant from her. It had to be as well, because that would have been an opportunity for the Czechs to win it right at the end. But now England are coming forward themselves. Lucy Bronze over on that far side plays the ball forward. It wasn't a great ball though. And again, it's a Czech defender. Reads the play well. And they're going to get the ball forward again. But Esme Morgan tidies that up. That's a good ball to this near side to Alex Greenwood. There's going to be another substitution for the Czech Republic now in stoppage time. We've got 3 minutes to play here at Brighton. Are we going to get a goal? Is it going to be an England goal to win this game? Let's see what's going to happen now. Greenwood in possession, coming forward for England. Up this near side, finds Beth Mead. She cuts in well, Beth Mead. Still in possession, Mead. Plays a nice ball over to that far side to Lucy Bronze. She's got a little bit of time. Can she line up across Lucy Bronze? She cuts inside. Lucy Bronze with a cross towards the end of the 6 yard box. It's headed out again. Comes back to Bronze. Now to Toon. Bronze again in possession, but takes too long and the Czechs managed to scramble it clear. Can England find a goal? It's pressure building now. Alex Greenwood again with the ball. Finds Frank Kirby on his near side. But again, the Czechs force us back. We've played nearly 92 minutes of this game. There's 2 minutes to play. Are England going to get this big chance to win it? Morgan plays the ball up that far side for Lauren Hemp. Can it be Lauren that creates this goal? We know how dangerous she can be. She plays it back to Morgan again. Now it's square to Lucy Bronze. Can she line up across? She dinks it into the box. But again, it's a Czech Republic header there. They have defended so well. Time is now running out. We're into the last 90 seconds or so of this game. It's now or never for England if we're going to win. Frank Kirby plays it back to Lucy Bronze again. Trying to get the ball onto her right foot to line up across. It's deflected. And the Czechs just hoof the ball clear deep into the England half. There's no Czech player there. So Alex Greenwood's going to have plenty of time here. She plays it short to Kira Walsh. There's a bit of space over on that far side for Morgan. Are England going to get one more chance to win it? Morgan's ball forward. It's not a bad ball. I'm looking for Ella Toon. It's a missed kick from the defender. It's going to be a corner to England. This will be the last chance. They might as well get Mary Earps up for this. Throw everything at it. Beth Mead's going to go across this year to take this corner. In fact, England take it short. Ella Toon took it short. Beth Mead just inside the area. Plays it back again to Toon. Puts a cross in towards the edge of the 6 yard box. Header comes back in again from Lauren Hemp. Again, Czech scramble it clear, but only as far as Lucy Bronze. We're into the last minute now. Stoppage time. Come on, England. Let's get a dramatic goal. Frank Kirby now up that far side. It's with Ella Toon. Plays it across the box. Beth Mead. Oh, it's blocked again. And still, they can't get it clear. Frank Kirby inside the area. And now Czechs do get it away. I think that was the chance there. Czechs hoof the ball forward into the England half, but there's nobody there apart from Mary Earp. She runs to get the ball into the last 30 seconds. That was the chance there. Beth Mead's shot blocked again by a Czech defender. Good play from Ella Toon, actually. It was a good cross from her. Greenwood into towards the box. It's flicked on, is it, by Rachel Daly, but it's the Czechs that get it away. Surely that's going to be it now into the last 10 seconds. And Czechs now coming forward. Are they going to get a late goal? No. A little bit of space on this near side. Inside the penalty area. Played it across the box. Oh, Lucy Bronze is there to clear it. And England are going to get one more chance. They know they're not. No. The full-time whistle's gone. It's finished frustratingly for England. It's finished England 0, the Czech Republic 0. We had plenty of opportunities in that second half. You have to say the ball seemed to spend a lot of time inside the Czech penalty area. It was pinball at times. England just couldn't get the final touch. And a lot of that was down to the great defending of the Czechs, you have to say. They gave everything in defence, blocked everything, and headed everything out. And in the end, it wasn't to be England's night. We hit the post very early on with Lauren James in the first half. We hit the post in the second half as well through the other Lauren Hemp. We had one or two opportunities. There was a header tipped over the bar. Fran Kirby's chip was tipped over the bar by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper made another good save from Beth Mead as well in that second half. And then right at the end, Beth Mead almost won it. It was a good cross, actually, from the far side from Ella Toon. Beth Mead's shot was on target. It probably would have gone in, but there was a Czech defender in the way. And that was the story of the night, really. A lot of changes for England. Some players that we haven't seen very much of. Ebony Salmon came on. Esme Morgan came on. It was, one of those nights tonight for England. A bit of a disjointed performance, it has to be said. Maybe lacking a bit of intensity. The second half was better. We certainly dominated that second half. The ball was in that Czech Republic half for most of that 45 minutes, but ultimately we wasn't able to find the breakthrough. And that's, all those games that we've played now, 24 games under Serena, we haven't lost any of them, but I think that's probably our worst performance out of the lot of them, actually. Certainly that I've seen. We've watched most of the games. We've not missed too many of them. So that's probably the worst performance that I've seen. And, we just wasn't able to have that extra little bit of quality. But you've got to give credit to Czechs. I thought they defended well. Lauren Hempstead's getting a little bit of treatment, actually. She did get that injury against the USA, didn't she? So unfortunately, Lucy Bronze's 100th cap for England ends in frustration. But the unbeaten run continues. It is 24 games for Serena now. We just couldn't find a goal tonight. It was a better second half. But again, you've got to say that we just lacked a little bit of cohesion in that final third.
Yeah, I think we missed Stanway as well.
Yeah, we missed Stanway. I thought Beth Mead made a difference when she came on.
She really did.
Could have scored. She almost created a chance as well. Alice says there the passing was atrocious. It wasn't great. I agree that the passing wasn't great. I thought it was off tonight. One or two players were off their best.
Didn't really the normal team, did they?
Yeah, I didn't think Kira Walsh was as good as she normally is. There were some good performances as well. Alex Greenwood played well. Demi Stokes played well. Lucy Bronze played well. Yeah. I thought Lauren James had a good game in the first half. I thought Beth Mead had a decent game in the second half. But overall, when you've got too many players slightly off their game, you're never going to maybe produce the type of performance. But another game unbeaten, and we move on now, looking ahead. Obviously bigger battles to come, bigger games to come, of course, as we head towards the World Cup next summer. So, frustrating night. Not quite there for England, was it, today? But it was good to see some of the squad players come on and get performances. Esme Morgan, who's getting a round of applause there in the huddle at the end. And I say Ebony Salmon as well got on for the last, 15, 20 minutes or so. Didn't get too many opportunities, did she, to get hold of the ball and show what she can do. But not the greatest England performance, let's be honest. No. But it is another game unbeaten, and we can, put the international football behind us for a little while now, and the girls can get back to their clubs for the WSL, which returns, of course, at the weekend. Terry says this team tonight is nowhere near as strong as our best. No, I mean, obviously some big players missing. Leah and Alicia Russo, of course, they are two massive players for England. There's no doubt about that, and we've missed them. But it was a very similar team that played against America and beat America the other day. Yes, 3 changes to the starting lineup. But yeah, Georgia was missing. She's a big miss.
She's a good
yeah, she is.
She's, really
she's a big miss, and yeah, we've got players missing, of course.
I just think even our best players didn't have the best game.
No,
Millie's normally spot on.
Yeah, Millie was sloppy tonight.
She's normally great.
Yeah, I mean Lucy played pretty well on her 100th game.
Great.
Fran didn't have a great game again. She's not quite, for some reason, she had a great start to the season for Chelsea, but she hasn't quite hit her heights for England so far this season. You know, she was poor, I thought, against the USA. And she wasn't great tonight either, but she almost won it, didn't she, at the end with that chip? She has got the quality to produce stuff like that. So, but yeah, it wasn't to be England's night, was it? Unfortunately, in the end, a goalless draw. It's not many. You don't see many goalless draws with this Lionesses team, do you? We normally win games quite comfortably, but yeah, a little bit of a lack of intensity tonight. Not quite on our game.
Maybe a come down after the USA one.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a come down from the Euros, a come down from the USA game, and just a flat performance really. Better second half. It was. We expected it to be, and it was, but it didn't contain the goals that we hoped for. And you know, it is what it is. I mean,
their defence is strong.
Their defence was strong. Yeah, they played a lot better than I anticipated that they would. Especially defensively, they were really, really good. The goalkeeper played well. She made some good saves when she had to. And I thought their back four were really, really solid. The left back who got injured, she was brilliant. The two centre backs won every single header that came in. So, yeah, they played well. We have to give the Czech Republic credit, but I do still feel, however well the Czech Republic played, if we had brought our top game tonight, we would have won that game, and we would have probably won it fairly comfortably. But we didn't. We were slightly off. The Czechs raised their game. Big game for them, as we said before. Big opportunity for them, wasn't it? Playing against the European champions, and they came away with a draw. They'll be delighted with that, I'm sure. But yeah, we're not going to panic too much about England.
It's only a friendly as well.
We've had so much. We've been through so many intense matches over the last few months, and I think the players are looking a bit tired. This is the second international break already this season. We've played more international games than WSL games. You know, Arsenal played 2 WSL games. England have played 4 internationals. It's ridiculous that we're in that situation, but it is what it is. And I thought tonight we looked tired. We looked a bit leggy, and there's not much of a turnaround, is there, until the WSL game? So it's a big ask, isn't it, for these girls? You know, we want women's football to, you know, to become what we know it can become. You know, we're getting the crowds in. It's getting the views that it deserves, but what it means is if it's going to be more games, more international games, it's putting a lot of pressure on these players, isn't it? A lot of strain on them. We've already seen the injuries that we've had already. It's very early in the season, isn't it? So it's a little bit of a concern. They need to find some way. I don't often agree with Emma Hayes, as you know, but I have to say I agree with what she said the other day, that they have to look at the international calendar for women's football, because you can't really have 2 international breaks by October when you've only played 2. When it would have been 3 WSL games because of the first games that were postponed. But even so, you can't have more international games than league games at the start of the season. You shouldn't be doing that, and it's wrong, and it does need to be looked at. So she's right, Emma Hayes, about that. She's probably right about lots of things. I just don't like agreeing with her. But yeah, that needs to be looked at maybe going forward. But these international tournaments are so important, aren't they? If the game's going to grow, that, you know, we need to get these great tournaments. We saw what impact the Euros has had, but maybe it's going to mean the downside to that is there's going to be games like this sometimes in between some of these international friendlies. You know, we've seen it with the men's game, haven't we? And I don't want it to be like that, because, you know, the women's international games, even the friendlies, are good usually. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad game. It was a good game to watch. It's just a bit frustrating from an England perspective. But yeah, you know, that is something I need to look at. But you know, the calendar's already in place certainly for this season, isn't it? But luckily there is going to be a gap now before there's more internationals, because there's a lot of domestic and European games to play, isn't there? You know, Arsenal women have got games now, 2 games a week for the next up until Christmas. Really busy time. So let's hope that all the injuries are fine, and hopefully everybody's come back off international duty. It's not just the Lionesses, of course. All the other countries have been playing games this week. So let's hope everybody's fit and we can push on in the league as well. Terry says there, Mido looks a lot sharper tonight than last week. I thought so as well, yeah. Maybe she needed that break, didn't she? Maybe she needed to be on the bench and come on, and I thought she played well in the second half. And let's hope she's back firing for Arsenal on Sunday, because that ultimately, we love the Lionesses. We want the Lionesses to do well, but ultimately we want Arsenal women to be winning, and obviously winning trophies and stuff like that. And that's ultimately the more important, I would say, from our perspective. So yeah, we hope that Meadows back in great form again on Sunday, as she has been in the WSL. So, but yeah, it's a frustrating night. What did you make of it all in the end?
It was frustrating.
Yeah,
we just couldn't get the goal, couldn't break the defence down. Passes were sloppy. People weren't the best, but it is a friendly. So,
and we still had enough chances to have won. Really, on another night, one of them goes in.
We must have had most possession.
Yeah, we did.
We must have.
Yeah, we did. And we had all the chances, didn't we?
Yeah,
especially
we just
second
couldn't
half.
get the goal. Couldn't get it past the defence.
And it does just go to show, doesn't it, that ultimately, whoever you're playing, if you're slightly off your game, and the other team are slightly
they would have been
raised their game. Yeah, if they raised their game, you could potentially lose to anybody. And we could have lost that game today. They had one or two opportunities on the counter attack. If they had a little bit more quality against a slightly better team in the Czech Republic, we could have lost that game tonight, and that would have been terrible, wouldn't it? But we should have won. There's no doubt about that. But we'll take a frustrating performance in a friendly, won't we? And as long as we get it right when it matters in the tournaments, which we have done so far. Serena's got such a fantastic record, with Holland before and now with us. So let's not worry about this tonight. We played the game. We played okay. Second half was better. We had chances. We could have won, and in the end, we couldn't find a way through. No, we couldn't find a way through their defence. You have to give the Czech credit. I thought they gave everything tonight. Big game for them. They raised their level, and fair play to them. But yeah, obviously we should have won. But it is what it is. So that is unfortunately a goalless draw. England Lionesses 0, Czech Republic 0 at Brighton. And yeah, not what we were expecting or hoping for tonight. But at least we didn't lose, as we said. And Serena's run continues. Coming up on the channel, don't forget tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. It is one of the most popular shows on the channel, Highbury Matters with Melvin. He has got a special guest on, Russ. They will be looking at the early 1970s, where of course we did win some big trophies. So that's going to be really exciting. Some great Highbury memories with Melvin and Russ tomorrow, 8 o'clock. So please make sure you definitely join us for that if you like a good bit of football history, Arsenal history. Thursday, it's another watch-along, Europa League, Arsenal away in Norway against Bodo Glimt, of course, the second game against them. They impressed me last week as well. They played really well. It's going to be a tough game on the artificial pitch in northern Norway. That's early kickoff. It's 4:45, so we'll be live about 5:30 with all the build-up. And then the full match commentary Friday. It's the Arsenal Women's Show, looking ahead to the resumption of the the WSL season. We are, of course, away on Sunday at Reading. We'll be previewing that game. We'll be looking ahead as well to our opening Champions League game against the Holds Lyon next Wednesday as well. So that's going to be, it'll be a hard game with our injuries that we've got. We've got that to look forward to on Friday at 7:30 with the usual gang in. Mara and Andreas will be joining us. Hopefully, Matt, maybe Jason might appear on that show as well. He's had a good week. He was on our show last night. And then, of course, on Sunday, double watch along time. At 1:45, it's Leeds against Arsenal in the Premier League. Can Arsenal stay top with a victory at Ellen Road against Dirty Leeds? Join us for that one. And then a little bit of a break. And then at 6:30, we are back for the resumption of WSL. Arsenal away at Reading. That is going to be a difficult game. Reading, of course, beat Chelsea last season, didn't they? So we know how tough that could be. But they are they bottom of the table or second from bottom? They've had a bad start, haven't they? But anyway, it's all about Arsenal performing. And hopefully get another victory, and we can stay on top of the league in the WSL as well. So loads and loads of great stuff coming up on the channel over the next few days. Exciting times at the moment to be an Arsenal fan, isn't it? Top of everything. As James said in the chat last night, we're top of 3 leagues at the minute, the Premier League, Europa League group and the WSL. Let's try and win everything. Wouldn't that be great? What a season that would be. Join us if you can. I say for Melbourne show tomorrow because that is really, really good. And the Watchalongs coming up. Alice says, yeah, don't peak too soon. No, exactly, don't peak too soon. You're right. We need to peak next summer in Australia, don't we? Like we peaked this summer, and then that'll be fine. I'm not that worried tonight. It was frustrating, but you know, we got the result. Alice says, bye. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe as well before you go. So yeah, that's us for tonight then. Not the game we were maybe anticipating, but give the Czech credit for that. But we wasn't at our best, was we? We were slightly off our form, and that's what can happen in these games. And unfortunately, it was 0-0. But international football now for the women gets pushed to one side for a while. We're back focusing on the WSL starting on Sunday with a big game for Arsenal. Let's hope Leah Williamson is back playing very, very soon, and Rafaela Souza as well. I think her injury is slightly worse, but anyway, we'll try and get some updates for you for Friday's show with the latest injuries, and let's hope everybody's okay, because yeah, it's not what we needed at this point in the season, is it? Had two best centre backs both out at the same time. We saw what impact that had last season, didn't we? With a few disappointing defeats. But anyway, let's hope for the best on that side of things. And lots to look forward to at the moment, isn't there? And lots to look forward to on the channel. So thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to all you guys in the chat as well. You've enjoyed the show. Please give it a like before you leave. If you are new, please subscribe. Please check out the other shows on the channel. There's some great stuff, great Arsenal stuff, great stuff on the women's game as well. The Arsenal women, the Lionesses, we cover it all here. So please subscribe. And Highbury Matters tomorrow, 8 o'clock with Melvin. That is a brilliant show with some great memories. So join us all for that. In the meantime, of course, we will see you very, very soon. And come on, you Lionesses. Wasn't to be tonight, but next time. Speak to you soon, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Ta-da.